Hey, it's CJ here. Welcome into True Point of Creation, where magazines become masterpieces. Now, this is going to be a different type of live stream. It's just very spontaneous, but that's okay. That's why we're doing it. We're testing our systems, and we're also testing a new organizing system to organize my clippings, so that should be good. Let me grab my stuff here. As you can see, a link to my website right here. Let me just get, what do they call it? We're just going to get some house cleaning out of the way. Let me get some housekeeping out of the way, you know what I'm saying? And knock these out so it's at the beginning of my videos, and that should be good. So you could always go to my website and check out some free resources. If you just click on the page and scroll down, there's some free resources, some free games for you to play, and some downloadable PDFs and stuff like that. Even some creative playlists to get your creative juices flowing. On there, you'll also see that you can become a member of my website, which comes with a Surreal Collage character card. I'll send you every month I'll send out a Surreal Collage character card to your door every month. You'll also get VIP in the live streams, which will make sense in the future, maybe even later on today in this video. You also get exclusive and early access to content that I put on there, behind the scenes content, and you'll also get some exclusive resources. That's all if you become a member. Now that link is in the description, or you can scan this QR code. Also on there, you can shop my art prints. I'm going to continue to get them up there. These aren't prints, they're the art originals. You can shop my originals. I've been working on getting more up there, but I haven't got that many up there yet. You can see from the videos, I have tons of them, but I need to get them all finished up and put up there. If you ever see one that you want, you can just send me an email, and that helps me keep the lights on. Just like this, dropping a donation. This is like a super chat in our live streams. But the platform won't give me super chats. The platform don't give me membership, so it's all through my website. You just click the top link in the description. You can give me a donation if you ever want. Shoot me a tip, and you just got to put in your username, and you got to put in a message, and then it'll light up, a little green light, and it'll pop up on the screen. That should work anytime, but if you're watching it live, then that's the way to do it, and I really appreciate that if you do, because we need to keep the lights on. But if you can't, don't worry about it. Just liking, commenting, and watching these videos, subscribing to the channel, that's all free, and I really appreciate that support. So more than anything, just watching, hanging out, really what I appreciate the most. So thank you so very much, and you'll find that over on my website, truepointofcreation.com, and then the link is top link in the description for the donation, and then you'll see the other link there. So that's what we got going on today. Well, that's what I'm going to have going on every day on my website. And sometimes we'll play this game, picture this, and we'll do that and mess around with that. Let me mess with the chat now. What I'm going to do is, she's muted. So our British lady, she's back for a second. I'm going to close her down for a second. I'm going to say go live here. And let's see, is it going to fetch? I want it to fetch. Start grabbing the chat, and I'm going to say go to the end, and let's see what happens here. This is new. I have changed my design. We'll get the last one here.
Adriana Miller 8153 says, off to get the cup of tea in the other room.
Okay.
Adriana Miller 8153 says, is her name Brit, or Mumsy, or something else?
I don't think we came to a conclusion. Brit is fine with me, Mumsy, whatever. You can call her whatever you want, and I guess we're going to have to see if she even stays around. So what's been happening is she has been coming and going because Google, that's a Google voice. Google has these free voices that are just text-to-speech, but they have been trying to make a new thing where they put some behind a paywall. But it's just, they're not giving me the option to like pay for it or anything. They're just taking it away from Chrome, and then they'll add it back. Sometimes I restart my computer, she's back. Sometimes she's gone. It's very weird. And that's not what prompted me to use the voice one. So if you chat now, it should go through this voice one. It's not going to change. Everyone's going to have that voice you just heard. She's Professor voice is the one that I'm using right now, is what she's titled in my program. So I'm worried that we are even going to have her consistently. I really want her consistently because all these other voices actually cost me credits, but we didn't use up too many credits in the last live stream, so I'm not really worried. If I'm only streaming once a week, it shouldn't be a problem. But if I was streaming every day using them for the full chat, I would probably run out of credits by the end of the month. I like calling her Brit. Mumsy sounds a little, it's kind of funny, but that name just came up when I was doing the things. Everyone gave some really good names. I think it tied with Brittany, or no, it tied with Bridget on our polls, stuff like that. So it was really fun. I like her, and I use her all the time for all of my text to speech, and then when she's gone it sounds like a robot, and I just don't like it. So I really hope to keep her because I use it all the time. I use it when I'm like, read this whole document to me while I'm sitting here multitasking. As you can see, I'm always multitasking a lot, so, or doing a lot of stuff, which I'm gonna do today. What I'm doing today is multitasking by testing out these systems. And you can let me know, Diane, out of all the voices you heard, if you can remember them all, or if you hear them, you can tell me, since you're a VIP, people who are VIPs can tell me what voice that they like, and I can turn that just to their voice right now. I redid the whole app. It took some work, and what I did is I made that feature where now VIP members could actually have a voice that they want to use, but then there'll still be a random time where I turn that toggle off and everybody's random. I'm not going to do that all the time. I know it can be pretty chaotic, so only when we're playing games or
Adrian
something.
Miller, H153, says, not sure I recall which is which.
Yeah, it's pretty tricky. So we'll maybe here in the future when we get to playing them and you're like, I like that one. That one's cool, and I want to go with that vibe. And you can change the vibe if you're like in a funny professor, or like you want to be the announcer guy. I can change it around so we can have fun. I've gave myself more abilities. Here's another ability that you're hearing right now is I set it to one voice and everyone has this same voice, kind of like how we use the Brit. I made it so I can override the randomness, and it's just one voice. So if I wanted everyone to have a Western cowboy voice at this time, that's something that I changed, and it looks like it's working, and I'm testing that right now. So all this is a test to see. This should come in the same voice, and she's labeled a professor.
Cassie is Angel and Spot says, some of them were funny, and some of them were so serious.
Some of them were. So this one right here is kind of, turn it up a little bit so it's getting in the mic. Yeah, some of them, I don't know. It's meant to be random like that. And some are like a radio announcer and a valley girl and a surfer dude and a pirate. And this one's the professional one, which the reason why I have this one is to mix it up so it's, you never know what's going to happen. But this one is good for just like this when we're just doing it random, and then the little fairy girl doesn't come yelling in our ears right now. So we can control it a little bit. You know, it's controlled chaos. You know, it's still going to be chaos. Let me switch over to this shot so you can see this and we can talk while we're messing with things. Here's what I just did. I was messing with it last night, had a big old mess around, and the night before that, behind me, let me switch back to this shot for just a second. Behind me, this is all 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves of magazines, but a lot of them were more of my fashion magazines. I laid out a bunch of my magazines, pulled a bunch out of boxes, and have kind of reorganized them. So now I have some GQ down here. I needed those. I have some more like car magazines over here and some National Geographics up there, just so I can have access to a more wide range variety. So I did organize my magazines behind me. Now there's boxes and boxes and boxes full of them that I can't necessarily get to. So that's, you know, an ongoing thing, which this comes down to play about. I don't think this system will be revolutionary for any of y'all, but, you know, just show you what I'm doing and you can see kind of the process that I'm going through. And this is just for me right now. I'm sure things will change, but this morning I've been working on this where I've got my categories. Well, last night I put some together and I'll show you an example of what they look like actually here in a second. But these are to help me organize my clippings because I have so many clippings. And when I first started this channel, I was gonna make magazine clipping packs to give away to people, where it's just like themed packs of magazine clippings. I don't know, I think I've seen people doing it since then, and they're doing it a little different than I was gonna do, but I decided not to do that because it's so much. But I cut up all these magazines because I was doing multiple things and not quite sure what I was going with the direction of the channel at that point. And so I have a lot of extra magazine clippings, but now I know I want to have these as good resources for me, for me to create and know where stuff is at in case. Now I have these blue ones up here. These are like my main ones that I would pull from, and they're very random, but the elements have like art pieces and jewelry and things that are elements to like maybe like my collage characters, or just different elements I like to add in to make it artsy and kind of abstract and stuff. And then I have some inspiration pieces as well. And so those, I already have a bunch of these together. And so I think that's going to be separate file folders. And I'll show you what this looks like in a second. But I've labeled them, and you can see by colors sort of, just so I can keep it good for my brain. We'll see how it works, because I'm not really sure how it's going to work. But like, these are my categories that I have right now. And you know, it's hard to say, like, how are you going to keep your categories together? And it's tricky, because it's like, what do I reach for? These categories probably wouldn't make sense for everybody, but they make sense for me when I'm trying to make collage art. So I'm trying to keep that in mind, and it's not to make packs anymore, which I used to have all these crazy categories, and now it's like I just need something to be basic. So like people, that's going to be all types of things from people. They could be inside of them, they're organized different. It's not just people. The people is the big stack. Inside of it, it may say people from, you know, these may be like families or something, or these ones could be fashion models, or these ones, you know, different kinds of people could be labeled different ways, or it could be from the publication that it came from.
153 says, my last message disappeared.
Oh no. Sometimes it's YouTube. It doesn't look like it shows it in my chat either. If it ever does, just repeat it. If it reads it twice, it's okay. It's fine. You can retype it. So clothing, I started doing that because I was getting like a bunch of purses, and you know, they're not people wearing them, they're just random clothing and stuff. So it's kind of funny how that works.
Adian Millis 153 says, it is a little long.
It is long. Oh, your message is long, or this list is long? The list is long. You're probably saying the list is long, and I get that. It's gonna be long. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna show you how it works.
153 says, when I first saw your live stream, you were cutting up almost every page. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so I was keeping way too many probably in the past, which I still keep a lot, because, you know, what if you need that one piece, you know, that you're just like, keeping it.
8153 says, how did you know which pile to put them in?
Yeah. So this is back then I had bigger stacks and piles, but now this is what they're going to look like. Let me show you, and it might make some more sense, because right now just talking about it might not make the most of sense. Here's from the top, and you can see, oh, I don't know if it'll focus on that. I'm going to put a better marker there on the top, but I just needed that for now. So you can see it's people, jewelry, and clothes, right? They're inside these, and then they're inside these. So you can see the tabs here. The light doesn't seem to be reading the writing, but all these say what's on them. So I could pull this out, and these are clothes. And then this whole thing goes inside one of those file boxes. I've showed those boxes before on the channel. Let me move this and keep that so it's not really in the way. So if you see here, they're like, these ones are just clothes, but if I open it up, you'll see these are clothes, but these are shoes. So if I went to shoes, then you'll see that I have a bunch of like, you know, cool shoes and stuff from like Sneaker Freaker magazines. So even though it's in a clothes file, they'll be organized by tabs. This is just for my brain, and it's probably, like, again, it probably doesn't make sense for everybody, but this is just random clothes. So random clothes looks like I got some shoes there, but like purses,
Miller,
some more purses,
says,
more purses.
say for instance, You have a silly animal photo taken from a nature magazine.
Yeah.
You might ENF up putting it into some collage that is not necessarily animal themed.
Yeah, and these are
Diane Miller 8153 says, know what I mean?
Yeah, totally know what you mean, and that's the struggle. So like food. what if it's a drink? What if it's wine bottles? What if it's something like that? So nature, I have a nature folder, but what if it's animals in the nature, just like you mentioned? So I do have a nature, and then I have places. So it gets tricky. So in my mind, there's always a thin line, and I have to make a decision because how does it go and where does it go?
Angela Spot says, I can't decide if I want to cut up my magazines and recycle bin the excess, or keep them as magazines and just cut out stuff as I go.
Yeah, and that's a big struggle. I think me and Lexi were talking about that one day about like, do you want to cut them out or do you want to keep them? You know, spending all the time flipping through the magazines is pretty tough.
8153 says, I know what you mean, Cassie.
Yeah, and so with mine, let me grab one. With mine, they look like this. And you'll see, so I will not be gutting this magazine up. But I don't know, it's hard to see in these shot and stuff, but you can see there's probably about 10 different markers there. And so I marked this page and that's pretty cool. But how do I know what this is? Well, I guess I do know what I'm kind of looking for because it's in this style of magazine. So that really helps when you're looking for a certain style. Say this was an architectural digest or something. You know you're probably getting some architectural piece, although there can be fashion ads and stuff inside there. So it's tricky to know. You could write on each one of these tabs or something. These are just free wax paper from the back of shipping labels. And then I cut them up into these little tabs, which I have a ton of them like this. And that's how I mark my magazines. It's great because I don't want to cut this magazine up. But since I have thousands of magazines, oh, caught my headphone there on my ear. You know how that feels. It feels great. Let me put this one back. And so these are all organized like this. These are all organized like this, and they're all gallery magazines. So I know what they are, and I'd probably put a little, you know, I could read the side of the binding. I can read the side of the binding and see what they are, but it would probably be even better if I had a big label on the front of them. So it's tricky. There's tricky things, a lot of tricky things. So you have to kind of make, so I have two here that's like architectural, or I have design. So in my mind, it has to make sense. If anyone was looking at these and someone tried to come through my files, it wouldn't make sense to them. But in my mind, I know that these are more like buildings and structures and houses. But this is like the interior of houses when it's designed, or they're like a nice piece of furniture or some kind of design. So that makes more sense in my mind because those are how I grab my collage art pieces for me. For most people, that would probably just smash into one, or, you know, maybe it would break out into 4 different categories, but it would be too many categories. I have 15 categories, but these are my 2 main ones. And as you can see here, not expecting this to make sense to anyone. This is just what I'm telling you what's happening in my brain. So my 2 main ones here are when I go to organize a fresh stack that have been cut, I lay these all out and then they'll lay on different pieces. So these are my elements and my inspiration pieces, but then I have food, and you can see they're also categorized in color, different colors. So it's going to be easier for my brain because I have animals, nature, and places, and food. The food one was tricky to know if I was going to put it in that category or not. But then I know I'm kind of going into yellow. So say I'm looking for animals or I'm looking for nature. They kind of still fall under the same. They'll be in a different thing, but they'll probably be in a yellow container with yellow tabs on them inside of inside of these folders here, which it's all a work in progress. I just did this today, so we'll really see how they work, and I'll show you an example of it here in a second and see if it works. We're going to see if it works actually here in a second, because I have architecture and design. I have some that I need to go through right now. So if I was going to do that, they are orange. So they have the orange tabs on them. So I would look down here and see did I put those? I kept those ones all red. It's hard, the colors ain't perfect, but I figured red is good with pink. This is the life of an organizer, I guess. I don't want that job. I don't want that job. I just don't want, all my stuff is getting lost right now and it's becoming a waste, and so they're wasted clippings and I don't want to waste them. I will throw some stuff away, and you'll see me doing that right now actually, because, so there's the overarching list, but I already kind of have some of these organized, but now I have two sitting right here. It's architecture and design. There's also a miscellaneous folder. So if it doesn't fit in some random, in any of these categories, then it goes miscellaneous, I guess, or it goes in the trash can or the recycling bin, because can't keep them all. You know, how many collages can I make? You know, I'm just thinking of myself for the long term, for me in the long term of doing this. I want to do this, you know, consistently, and I don't want to be so scatterbrained all the time. So a little bit of organization will go a long way. The funny thing is these were already sort of organized, but they weren't organized properly. And as you can see here, let's see. So if you pulled out auto, it has it on it. It says this is yachting, dirt riding, dirt riding. So it's like dirt bikes and supercars are inside here, and they're organized with different little tabs inside there. It looks like that thing's backwards, but inside there, there's little tabs in there that break them up. When I grab the tab, those are all yachting from a yachting magazine. There are a bunch of yachts. Dirt bikes are going to be dirt bikes. So auto, that is a very generalized category, because auto holds cars, boats, planes, pretty much anything with a motor. Pretty much anything with a motor, and even electric cars. I don't know, all that kind of stuff in there. It's really tough. There's really tough decisions to be made, and it's really tricky because I have way more clippings than I ever need. I don't need all those. I have enough just right behind me, but I want to make good stuff, and I want to have lots of stuff at my access, but I don't want to have a whole bunch of junk just laying around. So it's the struggle, you know, it's a struggle out here trying to keep your stuff right. And see, my thing's upside down, and there you go. That's right away. You'll be like, oh, these clippings are trash. And then you're like, well, you're looking at them from the back side, so that don't really help. So yeah, that's the struggle I'm in. That's the mission I'm on. But I don't think it'll take me super long. I just have, so, and I don't know if that makes sense, but I've showed it before, but these little file folders, they drop into a big box that's like one of those workplace boxes that's for files, but they wouldn't all stand up straight. So that's why I put them in these like magazine holders to keep them upright, and then it helps me pull them out
Mary
by
Brown
stack.
Mom's a Hippie says,
Oh, hey.
Hi, CJ and everyone. Just saw that you're on.
Yeah, just messing around doing some testing. So that's working right now, and I can see that it's working. Let me try to change it. Now, if anyone comments, it should change the voice to a different voice. We'll see what happens.
Hey, the animal rate 153 says, hi, Mary.
It worked out. Cool. So my new app is working. I built this app, and the coding was really tricky, but now I've added new features where I can...
Hey, Diane Miller 8153 says, no on that voice.
I think that's my favorite voice, but I'll put you back to this one. She's professional. You can pick
Mary
one,
Brown Mom's a
Diane.
Hippie says, hi, Diane.
So you can pick one if you want nowadays, and that was a big part. So if I go to members, and I think it would work. So I'm going to test this out for you, Diane. Let's just see if it works. Oh, I got a mouse. The mouse works. And if I go down to Diane's voice.
Cassie as Angel Spot says, hi, Mary.
Okay. So that's on. I'm going to change everyone else's voice to the cowboy for a second. But if Diane drops a comment.
I'll do Mary Brown Mom's a Hippie says, hi, Cassie.
Okay, so she's cowboy. That's the one that I have set. I wonder if Diane's is going to override that. This is all testing, just all figuring things out. It's all a test process.
A. Diane Miller,
Yes,
AT153
it worked.
says, okay, I am commenting.
Great. Thank you so much for commenting. That worked. So what happened is now you can have that voice. And-
ADN Miller 8153 says, this voice is okay.
Okay, good. It's pretty chill. And in the future, you can pick one. Was already chatting with Colleen before this happened. I don't think she's here today or right now. But when we were talking in a message yesterday, she wanted the cowboy voice. I think that one's my favorite too. But there's so many fun. It's fun to go random, and I can turn it off where everyone has to be random. It's a process. This is a original program that I designed. I had some help from a coder dude, and he's helping me with some other stuff, but he kind of gave me some help on this, and then I've just been on my way to fix it myself. But now I have more power over how this works. Let me turn this up to like 90%. I can make it read faster. I can make it so it skips URLs, which it's doing right now. So if someone came and started spamming their, website or something, then it would just skip that. It wouldn't read it out loud. It skips emojis right now, so it doesn't try to interpret those emojis, because each emoji has a name actually, and it'll read sad crying face with teardrop or something, and so it'll try to read it from a computer's perspective. But yeah, let me see. I didn't look here. Is my chat? Yeah, the chat's in the right spot. Somehow they got moved over in my other web browser or my other scene. So it's just that. This is really cool because I can also...
ADN Miller 8153 says, it read a waving hand from Cassie earlier.
Oh, it did, huh? It did, you're right. So it snuck past. Oh wait, skip emojis. Oh, it only skips emoji only messages. So okay, I don't hate that. As long as they wrote something, I guess, then it's fine. I guess that's a mess up in my coding. It's just anyone who just types emojis, then that won't read. But I can turn it off so it does read it, in case everyone was dropping hearts and I'm like, oh, everyone drop a heart, and then I could turn that off and it would say, Cassie dropped a heart, Mary dropped a heart, Diane dropped a heart. So that would be interesting, trying to plan for the future.
Cassie is Angel and Spot says, I tested.
So see, it didn't read it there, but it tested it. Let me switch this to random. Okay, anybody who comments besides Diane is gonna get a random message, so we'll see if that works as well. Why we mess around with that and see what's going on. I'm gonna kind of talk through this process, and then we'll hear if those work. See, there went one only. There's one.
Oh, Mary Brown, Mom's a Hippie says, hi, testing, hand pink waving.
It got the hand pink waving, did not show the heart. Thank you, Diane, for throwing that out there, because that was a good test. So it should not do that. That looks like architecture to me, even though it is very designed very beautifully. So it's going to be tricky to see. Look at that crazy place. Guess we got to get you in the right direction, which way you're going. Yeah, it's going to be tricky to, know where everything's going to go inside these, but... can't be perfect. It just has to be something right now, because right now it's all a waste. I have boxes of these clippings with good clippings, because I was doing some magazine ASMR too when I started, and I was cutting up so many magazines because it was so people could see the full magazine, but then I was able to cut it up, and now I have all these clippings of like good stuff, but I never thought, I didn't cut it out because I wanted to use it. I cut the whole entire magazine up because that's what I was doing. Excuse me. And so now I have, this is really cool. I like the design down there. I would like to have a little house like that, like in the trees. It's kind of got that shiplap on the side and stuff. I like that. It's nice design. I like design. I'm actually a big fan of like interior design. I watch like renovation shows sometimes. I used to watch a lot of those flipper shows, all the flipper flops. I've seen every single flipper flop, no matter where they're at. Nashville, where they're at in Atlanta, the Vegas ones. Fun. I used to watch all those shows. They don't make those anymore. Vermont, I have some. Oh, and some of them, I guess they got mixed up. The other part of the house should be right there. And so that's kind of like, it's almost a waste, or it's almost like, why am I keeping this piece of paper? The other piece is in here somewhere, which is kind of stupid. I mean, why? I don't know. So sometimes, you know, I wouldn't call my mom a hoarder, but she kept everything.
But
and I
Cassie
think
is Angel in Spot says, I would binge Treehouse Masters whenever I was pet sitting in a place that had cable TV.
Yeah, I love Treehouse Masters. That's a great show. I believe they're out here in the Northwest too. I think we were talking about that once upon a time, where you can go there. It's like you can rent them out and stuff. That's a pretty house right there. I mean, it just looks pretty. Are those? Can't tell what those are. That's probably a vineyard right there in front. It's just the leaves are changing colors. So I think all this just goes into my architecture, you know, stuff, even though there is a lot of design happening. I think when I think a lot. Oh, there's the other part of a vineyard. It's kind of small, but really good paper. When I think design, I kind of think stuff like this, these kind of elements up here, different little elements, and that for my brain, for me, and if I was looking for elements like that and not like a house, I would put this in architecture and then design. Even though there's a lot of design happening right here, there's always a give and take. This could go either way. I'm gonna put that in the architecture because, you know, it's not quite the design elements that I want. Love those stairs. I don't know why they're on the back. This little farmhouse is pretty cool too. So it's tough. It's really tough. It's a tough game. This is, I haven't seen anyone crack the code on organizing their stuff yet. This is actually pretty good for my brain if it works out. So I did all those last night and I started looking at it this morning for a fresh perspective to think, how is this going to work in my brain? Do I still remember? Does it make sense to me now that I'm done doing it? And I think it does now. I'm going to keep those together over there in the... It's tough. I mean, it's a struggle. It's going to be a struggle. And sometimes you just gotta, you know, do it because these are cool. I want one of these in my house. No noise, please. Just put me in a little pod. I'm just going to go in the pod. Don't allow any signals or anything and just go into this little pod and shuts me out from the world for a little bit. Well, that one's a Wi-Fi pod, probably. It's privacy. I think they have those at the airport. Some airports. See, like this. I love this. This is going to go in my design stuff. So maybe also some inspiration, I guess. If I was going to design a new house or something, I'd be kind of looking through some of this stuff to redesign my new house or something. Could be interesting. So many chairs. I have so many chairs. Just like watches. I was going through my jewelry last night. I have a million watches. I'll show you sometime. I have a million watches that are just crazy. What's the most that you have? Like, what do you have clippings like this? Sound like Cassie doesn't want to cut hers up yet. But you know, if you have clippings like these, or you know, what is the thing that you have the most of out of all of it, even magazines? I'd say I have the most. I mean, if you count my magazines, I have a lot of people because of all the fashion magazines. And I just pulled out some of my real good GQ magazines that I forgot. They're from like the early 2010s. And I was like, wow, I don't know why these were buried, but I needed them and now I have them. So something like these chairs is like, let's be honest. Sometimes I got to be honest with myself. That just has to go. I'm not going to ever use that. It's not going to happen. This could be fun, like make a little surreal landscape inside of it. So it's, you know, potential.
Adiana Miller, B153 says, I have a bunch of backgrounds, especially ones that have an ombre transition of colors. I love
Nice.
having them behind the collage focal point.
Yeah. So I have a
What
cat.
that, Mary Brown, Mom's a hippie says, of all the clippings and pulled out pages, I'd say I have the most color. Pages I pulled just for the color on it.
Nice. Yeah, I have a whole texture pile, which is meant to be that whole stack of them is supposed to be textures. And yeah, like some of them come from these like
Miller,
architectural
8153
magazines.
says exactly.
Yeah, and they're great. I like that too. I could possibly have a color file, but I think that would be just textures. So even though there might not be a lot of texture and it's just a page of color, it would probably go into, and see something for me, I would probably think of this as texture because it's like blue concrete on the wall. It's hard to focus. It's having trouble. So I like that. And I would probably use that as texture instead of using this lady walking down the stairs. She's kind of blurry. She's in motion. But it's going to go on my architecture for right now, but could use it as texture.
8153 says it is both texture and color.
Yeah. So I think I would go in that. Plants. I do not have one for plants. So that's
My
probably going to
quiet
go
corner.
in there.
Carol
Oh, hey,
says,
Carol.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Carol. I've been putting on your channel for my daughter in the morning, and she's been enjoying it. She's sitting there
But
eating her
Mary
breakfast.
Brown, Mom's a hippie says, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Adiane Miller, 8153 says, Hi, Carol.
Hello, Carol.
Mary Brown, Mom's a hippie says, Hi, Carol.
So see, that's texture right there for sure, and then, that's some real texture. Got some real
My
texture
quiet
going
corner,
on.
Carol says, oh, tie hearts.
Yeah, she enjoys it, so I put it on. It's nice and calm, and she's getting to see you make some cool art stuff.
My quiet corner, Carol says, Hi, Diane and Mary.
Oh, I love it. I'm trying to keep my composure today. Last time I did not. That was very sporadic, but it's working. Check this out. Look at this thing. It's like it's on his computer.
My quiet corner. Carol says, LOL, new voices.
Yeah, so we've been messing with it, and I'm trying. Last time it was very crazy. Right now I have it on random, so it's a program that I designed, and it makes it where you weren't here, but I'll tell you what, Carol, you're in my VIP list, so you have when the chat gets too busy in the future.
Cassie is Angel in Spot says, had to exit and come back. It was acting up and just buffering silly internet issues.
Oh yeah, I know that problem. That problem happens to me all the time. I hope it don't happen when I'm live streaming. But when the chat gets too busy, I have a toggle that'll switch it just to VIP members who've been here and comment and are part of the page. And you're in there, Carol. We put you in there, so anytime you come back, even
Mary
if it's
Brown,
busy.
Mom's a hippie says, welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to the internet. It's pretty funny. But yeah, it's a mixture. Right now I have it on mix. Anyone could comment on this building. I don't know. Maybe I'll
My
find a better
quiet
one.
Corner. Carol says, heart style.
Oh, and that's another thing. Y'all tell me we're running on ultra low latency today. How slow is the comments for you? Is it taking a long time to show up on the screen? I know my reader, it has to fetch from an API, so it probably would show the comment in the chat screen first before it reads it. Just kind of wondering, and the quality, I guess we can't really tell the quality until YouTube loads it the next day, but I'll look at it.
Diane Miller, 8153
Taking
says,
a long time.
Taking long time.
Okay, so it didn't improve, so it's not worth me using the ultra low latency. We might as well just be on the long time anyway, because if we're gonna lose quality in our video and it's not improving the chat speed, then there's no point in me using the ultra low latency to have a blurry video. As he said.
My quiet one corner. Carol says, I've been busy getting stuff together for tomorrow.
Okay, yeah.
Mary Brown, Mom's a hippie
I saw
says,
your...
It seems faster than Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, and you know, it's gonna be tricky. Tell us about Saturday. Oh, it's tomorrow, right? Is that for your 1K thing, Carol? Or did that already happen? My daughter would know because she's been watching. I have to run off to work and drive all day and stuff. So I'm just like, here, turn on the channel. And she's just sitting there. You know, she's a teenager. She's fine to be left alone and stuff. But she just is chilling out, eating her breakfast and stuff and hanging out, you know, on her phone.
My
like
quiet
teenage
corner,
teens.
Carol says, yes, my 1 kg.
My quiet corner. Carol says, subscriber giveaway.
Awesome. What time is that happening? Tell us the time zone too. Tell us the time zone. You can post that link in the Facebook community group too. I think you should. I mean, maybe it would give people a direct link to it so they can come and
My
check it out.
quiet food corner. Carol says, makes me laugh.
Oh, my quiet corner. Carol says 1 p.m. Mountain and 3 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, so it's gonna be earlier for me. I might be at work at that time. I'll try to put it on
And my
permanent.
quiet corner, Carol says, I was going to ask you first.
Yeah, you're VIP, Carol. You post that anytime. I'm gonna send everyone.
Oh, Cassie, is Angela in spot says,
Okay.
that excited voice makes me laugh.
You can pick a voice, Cassie. I'd set it to movie narrator now.
Or my quiet corner, Carol says, first, LMAO.
Oh, I love it. It's so cool. It was a lot of work. I didn't sleep all week last week. It was wild, but I think it was worth it. And I'm learning, still learning. There'll be times when I pull it back and times when I make it real funny and just let it go wild. I was just letting it go wild there to see how it worked because it looked like when Diane comments, it still gives her voice. So I wasn't sure if the random button would override her requested voice button, but any of y'all who are VIPs, which is every single one of you that is here in the chat, can have a voice that you like. You haven't heard them all right now. And the title of the voice actually doesn't match what the voice is. I might be able to show you a test here. Like, let's see.
CJ says, hey chat, this
My
is the Valley Girl
quiet corner,
voice.
Carol
How does it sound?
says, a mod can go grab my link. It's scheduled already.
Awesome. That's great. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Adiana Miller 8153 says, that last page, I like the golden tones.
Yeah, is it this one? Oh, I'm not seeing what it is. Yeah, they are really good. There's a couple pages like that. That's the outside of it, and has some really cool. I know there's some, and also the texture of this one. What is this magazine? I think you'd probably like this magazine. I might have some more of them. I believe this is. So this is an architectural records. It's not a digest. It's a different type of magazine, and I lost them. Or I know I have some more of them. I just don't know where they are. I was just looking that last night because I was trying, or the last couple of days, I've been reorganizing my
Adiana
magazines.
Miller 81 or 53 says, is it still in print?
I'm not sure if it is. I got them from a guy who was an architect, and he was retiring, and he gave me like some Metropolis. And he gave me those. He also gave me some contracts. I think it's called contracts. I know I have some of those now, and it's... Oh, excuse me. And I was looking for them last night. I like this little purple lamp, so I put that in design. It's not really architecture in my mind, so that's good for my mind. Yeah, he gave me them. I know I have some more of them. Architectural record. And then contracts, which is like a contractor. Those ones are pretty cool. And then he gave me some Metropolis, which are cool. I actually have some Metropolis design. They're not like those ones. The Metropolis ones that he gave me have something. So it wouldn't read the link there, Carol, but let me see, because it mutes the links is one of the things that I have. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go this thing. You thought yours was lagging out. It said my screen here was
Adrienne Miller 8153 says, "Oh chat, let her put the link in chat."
It put the link there, so I just clicked the link. It just doesn't read it out
My
loud.
quiet corner Carol says, Tie Mary.
So I'm gonna go. I had this all set up, kind of, figuring things out, and I should be able to. Wow. It might already be. Oh no, Colleen posted something over here. That was 6 hours ago. I missed that, Colleen. Sorry. I'll come check it out. It looks really cool. Okay, let me just put this in here. And I think I can come back and find it. And I also know your page, so I'll post it for you in the Facebook community group and let everyone know. Ooh, bumping the table. Sure, that really sounds great. But yeah, I can see the video there. It's scheduled, and it'll pop up on my TV because my TV is where I also watch your channel. That's where I watch your channel, not really through my page, through the TV, because it's
My quiet
easiest.
corner Carol says, Thank you, hearts.
Thank you for being part of the page and coming by and hanging out. I'm going back to random now. I'm going to switch y'all back to random. Everyone except for Diane. If you hear a different one, Diane, that you're like, oh, I like the voice that was Cassie just had. You know, there's funny ones. Oh, I'm always over here, but I got to get used to the mouse. Except for my screen over here is not the greatest. So I can kind of see things, but they don't necessarily make sense for their voice.
CJ says, Hey chat, this is the movie villain voice. How does it sound?
So that's my test button. So he's not really a movie villain. He don't sound very movie villain to me, but he's something different. It's a different type of voice, so it's pretty cool. It's a really cool thing that I'm surprised I was able to make it happen, and I have to pull from a different API, multiple APIs, because to source it. It's just kind of funny because our British lady, she was not working, and sometimes she just disappears and doesn't work at all. And if that's the case, then we would have to have a robot sounding voice, or I wouldn't have it. I'm thinking about building a backup one. So here's one of those tricky parts, Diane, that would kind of like, is that nature, or is it architecture, or is it volcanoes? I don't know. It looks like a volcano in the background. Or is it text? I don't want a text one. I do not want to have a text folder or file, because it's just not something that I use. It's definitely, like, since I'm in this architecture and stuff, I'm going to put it right there. But man, that looks really good. That might just go into like...
Adrienne Miller 8153 says, or you can use parts of it in several collages.
Yeah, I just need to know where it is. So like, where did I put it? I actually like it so much that I think we could make a surreal collage landscape with that, because of the different layers, and having the building down there is really cool. And the volcano right there is really cool. Yeah, I like that. So I would put that in inspiration for me. So the top ones that I really, really, really like, I put them in inspiration, but then I'm going to need to organize my inspiration. Baby steps. I got to take some baby
Miller
steps.
8153 says, can we play with that image today?
Yeah, we could play with it. Let me get through this stack, and then I'll have to go grab my cutting board. There's some more of those golden tones right there. I don't really have all my stuff out today because I was... Ooh, that's cool. It's some more golden. There's lots of wood there in that one. I wasn't planning on doing too much because I was trying to test system test. It's just that's why I could have done a private live stream, but I figured why not just turn the thing on.
My quiet corner Carol says, I love doing nature scenes.
Yeah, nature scenes. I don't know, we did it together here in the live stream. I'm not sure if you were there, Carol, or not, but some of you may have been there. But when we did the cat one, you know, it didn't finish right. Like, if we didn't finish it, but then I ended up finishing it and I loved it. So it makes me think it's not something that I used to or was like accustomed to doing, but I really enjoyed it, and I've made a few since then, and I still have yet to share some of those. But they're fun and it's good. And I think that they can be good for us to do together because there's so many elements inside of it. This is weird. Look at this house. It's like right next to this normal, well, I guess that's not a normal house next to it. That's got some cool architecture. They just built this cube. Okay, you just pour this in concrete or what just happened? That's
ADN
crazy.
Miller 8153
You comment on
says,
this house.
CJ, did you make a Facebook post to say you were going live?
No, I don't think I did. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't even schedule. I scheduled it like 10 minutes before I went live. It's kind of like,
My quiet corner, Carol says. Lots of things could be looking out the windows.
Yeah, that could be. That's a good one. It's so weird that it's actually good for collage. I think both of these are weird, but good for collage. I'll set them right here and I'll put them behind the country. The courtyard look. This is pretty. I mean, there's lots of pretty ones in here. These
My
are from
quiet
good
corner,
magazines.
Carol says, potted cube.
Yeah. That could be kind of a cool theme for it. That is a cool theme. I have some little, so how we can collage today. Let me get through this pile here. It's pretty much, ooh, I like that. That was on the backside. Looking at her backside, from the backside above. Cool building. I could see that in a collage landscape. Some of these are, they're designs, they're drawn up. That's the concept. That's not finished completion. This for architects. That's where I got them from. They're like showing potential designs and or upcoming buildings. I see these all around for the library that they built around our place. It's crazy, and now it looks like this. Well, it doesn't look like this. It looks more naturey, but it's really big. It's crazy, huge library. That's a crazy design right there. But see, I'd probably cut that off and make something totally different out of that, but that's cool. I mean, almost goes in the design elements, but I'm gonna keep it in architecture for now. They're gonna be right next to each other in my folders, so it's not that big of a deal. So it's close. It's a close. Oh, where do you put it? I'm gonna put it in design. This one's cool with the books, but those are just drawings, so it's not really my favorite actually, but I'll keep it just, because I keep stuff. I like the lamps and I keep that in design. I keep that in architecture. It's just gonna be architecture. Like that's design, but it's architecture as well. It's tough. There's a thin line and they're in the same folder. They're in the same file folder. They just have a different tab on them. Just something so I can find some stuff. It's tricky. Like, what do you do with that? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and concept on stuff right now. I really love that bar right there. That's really nice. Just keep that in architecture. Like, what are these? Like, I don't know. They're like outside lights. Maybe they kill bugs too. Not really sure because that goes
Diane
in
Miller,
there.
153 says,
Go there.
according to Google, the magazine Architectural Record is still in print. 12 issues. Yeah.
Jeez, they still putting out 12 each year. I think because architects really like it. He liked it. He was into it. I mean, he's an architect, so he told me how cool they were and was like, yeah, man, these are going to be awesome for you. And he's happy to give them to me. He's actually where I got my Delphic Civil print from too. See, this is like, I mean, yeah, but at some point, like especially chairs, it's like I have so many chairs. I guess I'll keep the chairs, but I was just about to throw that out. Look at that cool piece down there. It's pretty interesting. Let's put it down here with our house and could be part of that design since we might just do a collage. I wasn't planning on it, but hey, we don't need to plan anything. It doesn't really matter. And could be a half. This is cool if something was coming out of that, and then you can get some characters or something standing on each chair or something and then something weird happening on the TV. Showcase it. This is like in a cave or something. I don't know. It's like a cave, but just chilling. Maybe it's because it's hot where they're at. Oh, design, architect. I don't know. I don't know how I'd use half of this stuff, but I guess it's good to have. Like I'm gonna put that in design. I could totally see cutting out that green, getting rid of the tables and stuff. And it would be like, what is this piece? Someone's like surfing on it or something. And It wouldn't make any sense, but you know, that's kind of the point to it, is to have no point. The point is to have no point. Desk. Sure. Keep the desk. I like chairs. I like to use chairs. Cool chairs, not like little office chairs. That's one thing you'll find in these ones. But that's one thing that you'll find is so many office chair advertisements. It's like when you look at like a men's magazine, they have a ton of watches. So many watches. In like the Rob Report magazines, really cool magazines. So many watch advertisements. And I was just looking at those last night. I'm like, if I see another watch, oh, there's another watch. I don't know what I would do with all those watches, but you know, I'll find something for them. So here's a good page to say, why do I have it? It might have just been there as a divider. Oh, should have had this side. That's what I should have.
Cassie's Angel and Spot says, a mouse coming out of there, and the terrified person is standing on the chair.
Oh yeah, because that's how it looks too, like someone was standing on it. Yeah, I like that idea. That's great. Okay, what would you do with this down here? I'll put it to the side so you can still see it, and let's see if I can get the reflection off of it. That's crazy. That's cool in the backyard or something though. I'll set it right here. It's kind of strange, but kind of wonder how you'd make that look.
Miller 8153 says Gion Beehive.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Diane
that was
Miller,
pretty fast.
8153 says Giant.
That was actually pretty fast on the text because I just asked the question, so that didn't take a minute. So that was pretty quick. Guess it depends on our internet connection at the time, because if I flip over to my phone is behind on the live stream right now, and I'm sitting right here.
Joe says, yes, Diane.
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna keep that to the side. We could make something like that too, and that could be part of that picture. Mess around with it. Just get through this stack so I'm not totally not getting anything done. You know, that's one of my biggest problems. I don't know if you can relate, but when you multitask and then you start with another task before you're done with your other task. Happens to me all the time, and then I'm like, wait a second, I should not distract myself in the middle of doing what I'm doing right now. Let me get this done. Oh look, it's bigger. It's that place. We just saw that place, and now it's 2-page. It's a 2-pager. I like it. It's cool. It's interesting. Anyone need some chairs? Got a whole bunch of chairs, a whole ballroom full of chairs. This is cool. I just like the colors. It's pretty cool. I don't know. With text and all that, I don't know how I would even use it, but you just never know. It's for inspiration too. Not only do I want these for clippings, this kind of just happened because I was cutting these magazines up. I wouldn't have cut all these pages out. But here's another good example. There's no architectural stuff at all in this picture. It is just in this magazine. And I mean, maybe you got the side of a, you know, a little dock or something here, but it's like a koi pond.
Carol says, I will be back.
All right.
Time for dinner.
Nice. Yeah, I'm going to share your link.
Spot says, the shape of that reminds me of Skyrim, but brighter and less scary.
Oh, yeah. Look at that pink room. Well, it's just kind of like a fancy bar. It's the other part of the bar. This is all from, well, no, don't let me lie to you. This is from Contract Design. You can look that one up, Diane, if you're into, because I know you're into those kind of things too. Contract Design. Can you focus on that, please? Hopefully you can see that. This one's from 2017, and it has a lot of this stuff in there. Not the normal Architectural Digest, but they do have, you know, lots of cool stuff. I mean, so much cool stuff. I don't know. You can let your creativity run wild, and you get to see a lot more building-ish stuff because they're trying to show you how they built it, which is pretty cool. Because they'll also show some like blueprints sometimes and stuff like that. See, that looks very... It's showing the nature here, and I would say that that's totally a nature picture, but it goes with the place that it's at. So I'm going to leave it with it. With that art piece right there. It's Kind of crazy, kind of crazy. I'll put that in my design spot. I have one for art, so it probably didn't make sense on my list, but arts is not just art. It's like any kind of like sculptures and, you know, clay molds, or like maybe a fancy trinket or something, or things for people's desk. I don't know, I'm looking at some stuff there. Could be stuff like this. So it's a different thing, and they're all going to be mixtures, but at least I'll kind of know when I'm looking for certain things. See, this is more designed to me instead of architectural. They're going to be close to each other, so I like that texture to the side of him. They're wood, it's painted wood pieces. It's really cool design. So even though that almost would go into like art pieces and stuff, looks like they got like Mick Jagger floating back there in the background.
K-pop Mama 1
Oh, hey, K-pop Mama.
Says, hi, everyone.
Hey, thanks for stopping in. We're just gonna go ahead and wrap this organization stuff up, and we'll do a little collage here just for fun. No guarantees on the... Ooh, look at that. It's pretty. What? I think we definitely switched magazines here. So this magazine would be...
Or Mary Brown, Mom's a Hippie, says, hi, K-pop.
These actually come from
Colleen
Portland.
Y9
Oh,
says,
hi, Colleen.
Hi, CJ and everybody.
Hello. Still messing with the voices. I've been messing around. You're all on random right now, but if you find a voice that you like, you can tell me right now or whenever you hear
Diane
it.
Miller 8153 says, hi, K-pop.
So far, that's Diane's. It stays the
Diane
same.
Miller 8053 says, hi, Colleen.
And actually, Colleen already picked hers. I'll set it to it, Colleen. If you want to change it, you can just let me know. But you picked my...
K-pop Mama 11813 says, I think the random is funny.
Yeah, it is funny. I like it, and we'll use it a lot. We'll use it a lot. It's something different, and sorry about this paper all up in the microphone. I'm gonna be done with my thing, and I'll revisit it so the people that weren't here, they'll get to see what I'm doing, and then we'll maybe make a quick collage or something. But you're helping me test my systems, and I really appreciate that. Look at that, a little nook right there. I could take a little nap in that nook right there. I kind of want to use that nook. It's pretty. And that is from... That's from A Better Home and Garden, actually. This is a BHG May 2025. This is not old at all. You might actually have this magazine sitting on your shelf and you didn't even know it. It's got this little nook here with this like peacock birds and stuff all around. Pretty interesting. So I'll show y'all that weren't here because I just randomly said I'm gonna just go live. Oh, sorry, now I'm all up in the mic.
No, Mary Brown, Mom's a Hippie says, I posted a link to Carol's stream on my Creative Juice. You may have to redo it. I don't think the link is clickable.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll try to do it.
Mama 118 the Gene says, I have that one too, lol.
All right. Yeah, I'll make sure that I post her link.
8153 says that Nook were cooks in the outdoor scene.
Yeah, we have that one. That's really cool too. We have these ones over here that we may mess with as well. So what I was doing is I'm working on organizing my stuff. It may not make sense to everyone, but I'll give y'all a quick update of what I've been doing the last day and a half or so. And this morning I kind of nailed it down. As these are my categories, again, they probably don't make sense to everyone. They're just meant to make sense to me so I can make collage art faster or know where my pieces are at, because I have boxes of clippings in these big old like filing boxes, but they weren't organized because they were built for something different. And now I'm building them for me personally to make collage art with. So as you can see, they're labeled here with different... They're labeled by colors and by certain things. So like people, clothing,
Cassie
jewelry.
Is Angel and Spot says, Lucky Charms voice alone.
It knew it. How did it know? How did it know that? Is that the one you want? because it found it for you. So look, now I'm gonna fix these labels here, and it doesn't want to focus
Mama
on.
Wonder of an 1813 says, "This is a good idea. My clippings are all mixed up too."
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to say. You know, some of us earlier in the chat have not cut them out, but once you cut them out, they would look like a big old mess. So I have them in these magazine holders inside these file folders, and then inside the file folders they are divided as well. So here's the example that I showed earlier, is about the clothing. Like, okay, it just says clothing, and you're like, yeah, okay, it's just clothing. But if you flip here, you'll see shoes. And so if I flip to shoes, my shoe tab, you'll see all my sneaker freaker stuff from like a bunch of sneakers and those other shoes in there and stuff as well. There may just be some high heels or something, but I know I have a bunch of sneaker freakers. Did someone just subscribe? Thank you so much for subscribing. That's super awesome. I appreciate that. And it popped up on screen. That's what happens when people
Mary Brown
donate
Mom's a
and stuff
hippie
too. So
says, did you separate jewelry from watches? That might be helpful in the future.
yeah, I did not. And that is definitely going to happen, because in the jewelry, there's so much. And I prefer like shiny diamond jewelry. Now, I do keep some of my jewelry that I really want to use in my elements. These two blue ones are for me specifically. They have a totally different box. But as you can see, like, that is something that I want to expand on. So if you can see, where's the other one? Let's try to get it without being loud. So like Otto is crazy.
Anne-Marie TM says, "Hey from Norway."
Hey, from Norway. Awesome. That's so cool. One of my friends was just, well, he was there like a year ago now. Time flies. But he was telling me how much he loved Norway. Tell us how much you love Norway. That's pretty cool. He was telling us that it's super awesome. He wanted me to go with him sometime.
1913 says, "Hi, Anne."
Welcome, Anne.
Brown Mom's a hippie says, "Hi, Anne."
Your voice is going to get read out, Anne, in a weird voice, because we're on the random voice reader right now. You can see, so Auto is very generalized. There's yachting, there's dirt riding, there's supercars. They're mixed in and they're divided by little tabs inside. But at least I know automotive.
Says, "Hi, Ann."
A. Diane Miller 8153 says, "The randomness of my clippings works when I am working on several journals at a time."
Yeah, and that's good. It can be good. I have a miscellaneous one, which I used to find that was very helpful, to just have a miscellaneous
Miller,
file.
8153 says, "I couldn't be as organized as you."
This is me trying. I'm just trying, because it's not organized right now. It's exactly the opposite, and it's very messy and messed up. And so I did take the last like 2 days. I was telling y'all that earlier. I pulled all my magazines off the shelf, and now I have a better variety where I have sculptures. I have, like I was saying, car magazines over here. I have some GQs, so more men's stuff. I have some nature-ish magazines. I have all my architectural magazines there. Not all of them, because some of them are missing. I want to know where they are. Don't know right now. A bunch of HGTV magazines up there. Animals. I have all animal ones up there. Some are Nat Geos, but some are just like for animals. And then I have some Nat Geos, just all Nat Geos up there that are like newer Nat Geos, space ones and stuff up there. So I know more. This whole row right here directly behind me is like all fashion, except for that Architectural Digest one at the end. But you know, this is Vogue, Harper's Bazaars, Elle magazines. I have some bridal guide ones here, some more Harper's Bazaars, some Vanity Fairs that are the good ones from back in the 2010s. And then the flower magazines and Town and Country and Architectural Digest. This should help us all here get better and making collages faster. And no, the idea also is keeping y'all in mind, because when you're like, grab that element that would look cool in that, and I'm like, okay, that's great. I know I have a swimming pool somewhere, but I have no clue. Like, it's in a magazine. I could probably grab a Travel and Leisure. There's probably a swimming pool in there. But knowing that I can go, you know, if we're looking for animals, I can go to my animal folder and I'll be able to find them. And then inside the animal one, they may be like wild animals, they may be like pets. I don't know exactly, depending on how deep I want to go. First, let me get all the animals together. From there, I may separate the animals. Just like you're saying with the jewelry and the watches, technically to me, they all go in the same thing right now. But you're right, they should totally be separated from different types of jewelry, at least the jewelry and the watches, because there's so many watches. It should just be, these are all watches, and that's a waste of time. You know, when you're trying to make collages, I don't know, it's not necessarily a waste of time, but if I'm trying to be efficient or I want to get something done and I go to jewelry and I need some shiny jewelry, but all I keep getting is watches, every flip is a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? So if I could just say, okay, those are all my watches, these are all my shiny diamonds, you know, then it might help my brain out a little bit. So that's the mission I'm on.
Cassie's Angel
right
in
there.
Spot says, I got a new Vanity Fair, and the paper is so thin and poor quality.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Mary Brown, Mom's a Hippie, says, yeah, if I'm looking for jewelry, a watch just doesn't work. It's always one or the other.
I love the voice that it came into. Yeah, it's so true, because like a watch, I like to use watches as like an accent piece, or kind of like, I like the borders of watches usually, or I like the band of a watch, and it wouldn't necessarily be a watch. So it's kind of a thin line there to do. So as you can see here, it kind of took place a little bit. Design, you know, it's tough. They live together, design and architecture. They live design. They live design. They live together, and then they would be in one of these folders like so. This is all just an example. This is a concept video, and then I'd write that on here, and they would say what they are, and it would be labeled here. So when I pull it out from one of my folders, which then on top of these folders, on top of here will be labeled, because these sit inside a file box like that. And then, sorry for all the noise. I know it's true. It's tough. I'm just jumbling stuff around, but it's the life we live, you know? It's the life we live right now. So I do see one mess up here. This would have to go in there this way. Okay. So when I do those other ones, and then hopefully it can't happen all the time. I'm blocking my face here. Can't happen all the time, but the color coordinated piece to it all, here again, the color coordinated piece of it all, it'd be great if that whole file folder was orange, and then they were like the auto architectural, or the architect, and then design, and then I have art and texture and stuff like that. And this one's miscellaneous. I didn't have a different marker color, but I'll probably make it a different color. But that's the idea. And I had to think about what made sense to me in my brain and for my collage art projects, because they are designed way deeper than that. I don't have one of those things, but it would say, you know, transportation. These are boats and, you know, yachts, and then these are planes and flying crafts, and these are cars, and then these are dirt bikes. It was just too much. This is shrunk way down, so they're in a overlapping, you know, if it's food, it's anything to do with food, but then it may be like, well, this is wine and these are drinks inside of it, but at least I can grab the food and go to the food. So, because I just want to go to the food. That's really what I want to do. I just want to get to the food so I can start eating. I don't want to sit around and wait anytime. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll go grab my cutting board back, because I don't have anything here because I was doing this. And actually, I brought all this over from a different space where I was trying to organize, and, you know, hey, I got a little start. I shared it with you. Give me 1 second. Turn the AC on too. So. Anyways, I'm trying. That's all it comes down to, is just keep working on it. Make something better every day. If you got this same problem, you know, it's tough. I could relate. I think we can all relate that it's not easy once they're all cut out, because once they're all cut out, flipping, it's easier to flip through a magazine. Cassie was saying she don't know if she wants to cut them yet, and I can understand, because once you cut them, you're now in this predicament. I don't really want to throw all my stuff in here, but I'm going to get it out of the way. Those. Sticky notes. More sticky notes. Oh, all my sticky things. So I'll put those down here. Some tape. Some other scissors.
Hey, Colleen Jacobs 19 says, I think it comes down to having one heck of a memory, or you just get lucky.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds right. Having a good memory is gonna do you well in the future for sure. Which, guess who doesn't have one of those? Yep. Okay, so there's a test. You just helped me, Colleen, test it. Now, when the next person comments, we'll see if the test goes. But I locked that in as your voice. I can change it at any time. I could turn you off and make you random again for certain events that we do. So that should be nice and fun. But for now, you're whispering. That's my favorite voice, actually, out of all of them. But multiple people can have the same voice too, so it's all good. It's working it out. I've updated the program, and that's what, you know, I was trying to do. Trying to do it, and it looks like some of the features that I added are working. So it was worth it. And
Trout Mary Brown Mom's a
Yeah.
hippie says, be right back. Got to feed the kitties.
All
I'll
right.
be listening, but I might not be able to comment.
Oh, no worries. And you just helped me out. You just helped me a lot, Mary, because we were wondering if the test was going to work for Colleen's voice, and it did. Colleen's stayed the same, and it's on random for everyone else. And that's not to make it weird or anything on anyone. If anyone wants a selected voice, they can have a selected voice that they like as of right now. And then I'll change it sometimes when we go into rando mode. But it's super cool that I can get that to work, because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make that work. We're just looking at this, and we're just thinking that it would be something to mess around with. So let's grab this. Just found this, was not even planning on collaging, so here goes nothing. Literally, it's gonna be nothing. Oh, yeah, it's not a straight slice, that's for sure. Why you got a ruler if you're just gonna slice all crooked? You're not a making. You're not making any sense. There it goes. I have another thing that I have out that is not organized at all. I will go grab those real quick. They may help us. Just trying to set myself up for the future and, you know, set myself up for success, you know what I mean? So, as of right now, things are quite a mess. I have plenty of magazines. I could just dive into a magazine and I could just make something, especially if I'm just gonna do a one magazine challenge. I don't need all this stuff, but I have it and I don't want to throw it away. And also, if I wanted to give somebody something, if they're like, I want a bunch of architectural stuff, like, okay, I got a whole folder full of architectural stuff, you know? So, these are just, it's from a past life, a past collage life, you know, like 5 months ago. I don't know. I was doing it all. You guys gotta apologize. Apologize for all these noises of bags and papers and stuff, because I don't know what's in each one of these right now. So just gonna kind of find some stuff.
9 says, I said that knowing I was a cowboy.
Oh, you did?
I love spaghetti westerns.
Nice. That's awesome. Some people, I think it kind of knows, or I don't know how it knows, but when people say like, oh, totally, like it'll come into the Valley Girl voice. It won't do that for you now, Colleen, so you can't test it. But sometimes when people say stuff in here, it kind of, I noticed that it picks the right voice, and I'm like, oh, that was so perfect. How did it even know to grab the Valley Girl voice for that?
But Colleen Jacobs was saying and says, totally.
Nope, didn't work for you.
Adrian Miller 153 says, sheep in the beehive.
It's not gonna work for, yeah, let's go to the beehive. I like that idea. I wasn't thinking that, but that's a great idea. Let me cut out this guy. He's looking straight on, so we'll get him. Yeah, so it wouldn't do it for Diane either, but maybe if someone else wants to say totally, let's see if it picks the right voice. Don't really know. I guess Mary's not here now. But we're learning. It's working out, and I'm happy that it's working. The Brit was back at the beginning of the live stream, so that was good, but she's actually, even though I wasn't live streaming.
Adios says, OMG, you are live?
Yeah, just randomly.
Pop Mama 11813 says, toy.
Nope, it didn't work. Okay, pick the pirate. Yeah, I just decided to do something random today.
Pop Mama 11813 says, totally.
Well, I guess that works. I guess that voice works. Who does that voice remind you of? I don't think that one was in my list last time we were streaming because I had to update one because it got corrupted in my file. I forget which one it was, but one got corrupted in the file and I had to reload the voice
Cassie
transfer.
Angeline Spot says, totally.
Oh, it's not doing it. So maybe I'm wrong. It was just a random happen thing, but that was pretty sometimes it'll hit the right one or it'll just grab you something super random. I'm excited. I'm happy. And I think it makes for a very interesting stream because, you know, I mean, I'm kind of interesting sometimes, but it can be fun to make it joke around. And you know why we're joking around? We might as well play Picture This and test that. I redid that too. I had to, you know, I've been reworking on stuff. So that's all this stream is about, is testing things out. So we got to go back to my face. Is it back on my face? It's back on my face. My hair's a mess though. You get it. It's okay. It's the life of a collage artist, I guess, or a crazy person. One or the other. You can picture this one real quick if you want to. And he's got
Adiani Miller 8153 says, Colleen, maybe the narrator senses you aren't fully in character as a valley girl. Step it up a notch.
Yeah. It's got that chill voice on. So she's in chill mode today. She's locked in. That's actually her voice that she selected. So it's not going to give her the Valley Girl voice. I'm going to cut out bullshit.
Paddock says, greetings. CJ, Colleen, Diane, Mary, K-pop, Cassie, in no particular order, by memory.
By memory. Hey, you have better memory than me. I have to read it. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I just decided to go random.
And Carol.
And Carol, yeah, she was here earlier. We need to, I'm going to post her link. She has a live stream going on tomorrow for her 1K. She's doing like a giveaway and stuff. So I think I will be working, but I'll post the link in the Creative Juice group and then y'all can see it and go check her out tomorrow. If you're around, I'm going to put it on for my daughter. She likes to watch it. I've been putting it on when I go to leave to work and just leave her there on TV and it's playing that. I think that's part of the hay. I don't know if that's part of the sheep. I'm not going to cut that part out yet. Oh, we got Jimmy on the... Oh, you can't see. We got Jimmy on the back of that one. He's pretty small right there, and I just cut off his guitar. This guy's got his guitar. I have a whole magazine on Jimmy somewhere, which I was organizing some of my boxes, and I did start an artist
Adrian Miller
box.
8153 says he could be inside a photo frame.
He could be.
Adrian
Could
Miller
be a small one.
8153 says his face at least.
Yeah, or one of these windows. Let me grab him back out a little bit. Sorry, Jimmy. I'll put him right there. He could be in one of those windows or something. That could be something. Let me get this beehive out.
A Cassie Angeline Spot says, Picture this, he's hanging out on top of the square concrete house.
Yeah, he could be. He could be hanging.
Pop Mama 11813 says, could you have small people climbing up his back? Lee, he's a mountain.
Oh, yeah.
Adian Miller, Ayon53, says, yes.
Yes. Where? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's still on the screen.
Cassie T's Angelan Spot says, awesome idea, K-pop.
Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna cut this one out, but it's gonna be weird because there's a bush or a tree or a rubber plant here, so I'm gonna cut that part off. Barely, and then get more of it, and then I'll have to figure out something to do there.
Team Green says, thanks, yay.
Yay. Oh, okay. I'll figure out what to do with the top here in a second, too. What was I gonna do? Okay, I'll give you a different one. So I've changed this. I changed this around. That's a really cool picture. Changed the categories. I think when I was putting things in there, and first, that's what we had a pool category. I'm like, why is there a pool category? I think I was typing in the pictures that I wanted, pictures of pools, and it got confused with my coding and made a whole category for pools. And I was like, well, places, objects.
Says, hey, CJ received my free cigar mag, but
oh,
DeSantis is on the cover. Now, I'm not sure if I like cutting out things I like or cutting up things I don't like, more than throwing it in the trash.
Yeah, right. You know, what's funny is I got that same one. I just, the lady gave me, you know, the cigar aficionado and the whiskey advocate and stuff. What's the other one? Wine spectator or something like that. Yeah, I saw that one. I have it. I haven't looked through it. Every now and then you'll find some good pictures in there. But yeah, I don't think I'd use that, but probably. I mean, there's always some good pictures. They're bigger too. They are bigger. That's the problem I have with those magazines, is where do I put them? Because they're big. So I'm having some problems with this cut here because there's a lot. Oh yeah, we're in this shot. It has the top, and I'll show you here. I could fray it out. It's not a problem. Just how is it going to look? I don't really know. Let me do an outline cut
Jacob
first.
says, did somebody say whiskey?
Yeah, I did, and I have it. I'll show it to you. I was going to do the monthly magazine haul. I thought about it, you know, because I did that last one, and I was like, I'll do this every time she gives me those magazines.
Patty Eck
and I
says,
just put it to the
yes,
side.
bigger. I was surprised the pages were more thin.
Yeah, they kind of, you know, it's weird. I noticed, and I think
Jacobs says, ha ha ha.
Oh, I'm trying to stay composed. Yeah, I'm gonna stay composed. I'm staying composed. Staying composed. Working on collage. Yeah. The Vanity Fairs. Actually, I'm switching gears for 2 seconds. Actually, 5 minutes. Ooh, which one? That one? Oh, here you go. Y'all might like this one. Switch page. Switch it. Switch the page for a second. Got Cher here. Cher's back. She's back. You'll probably get to see her back. This is 2010. So I have a ton of the new Vanity Fairs. These old ones are so much better. These ones from like the 2010s, not to mention the paper. The paper is way better. Like, I'm like, oh, I want to cut with these. Like, I could feel this. But the pictures and what's inside them are so much better. It's not so much of like, you know, trying to push some narrative or something. They got way political. These are way more fashiony. There's still that in here. I have something funny to share.
Says, yes, the newer ones are crap.
Yeah, they're bad. I have the whole...
Becky Bokern says, I had to cook and eat dinner, but here I am.
All right. Good deal. They might not be in that folder. They're in another one, but I have the whole Tiger saga. You know, when that all happened with him, there's one about him and all that, one about the girl. It's funny. So funny. Hey, Becky.
Says, I'm wondering if she gets the free mags from Reward Survey. What she gets is what they offer.
Hey, that is true. They could be giving you. I just think the new Vanity Fair ones are pretty cheap, and they're very thin. That's just their printing now. But I have noticed other ones.
Nina 13 says, "Hi Becky, my fellow purple loving friend."
Yeah. The new Town and Countries, like I usually like Town and Countries, but the last few that I got, the pages are different, and the print tint, man, they change, you know, people, they change, definitely. They'll change their printer, they'll change their
Becky
textures.
Says, hey, K-pop mama.
And everything changes,
Kadiak
you know,
says,
so.
Becky, I was just gonna get off and email you. This was live.
Oh, yeah.
Becky Boken says, hi, friends.
Hello, hello. Nice to have you here, Becky. I saw you were scheduled for a live stream. Stream. Tomorrow. I thought it was yesterday, and I'm like, oh, they're about to go live because I saw it was streamed. And then I noticed it's for like 2 days out. I wonder, I don't think that's going to conflict with Carol's one tomorrow because I think Carol has hers earlier in the day when I'll be working. But then I think yours might be later. I'll stop in if I see it, if I turn it on. Put it on my TV, or I'll just play the back, the replay.
Says, tomorrow, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central.
Yeah, I'll be back home by then, so that'll be good. I'll stop in and say hi at least. Ooh, look, I always see the grown-up one, but we got the baby one here. They always have this grown-up one, and the new ones kind of look like they're, you know, kind of AI-ish or something, but...
Becky
what about this, though?
5 p.m. CJ time.
Yeah, that's West Coast. I'm not making this collage yet, but I'm just, you know... it's just there, you know, we'll see. He likes to eat the sheeple. So anyway, I was just getting sidetracked for a second. But I will say, as you can see from the look of this, like I like her and her little lantern and stuff here. This is cool. I've just cut through all my... I could grab, well...
Colleen
I got, oh, what? The llama.
Says, that sure is a purty little kitty.
Yeah, she is a purty little kitty. I like them purty little kitties.
Mama 1913 says, he's hungry.
He is hungry. I don't know. You never know which the turn is going to go. I just had to quote.
Mary Brown, Mom's a hippie says, I'm back.
Oh, all right. Thanks for coming back. I cut like 5 pages deep, but I wanted this llama.
Mary Brown, Mom's a hippie says, hi, Patty. Hi, Becky. I was listening.
So you can see how...
Patty says, Mary.
Cassie is Angel and Spot says, here, kitty, kitty.
Becky Bokern says, Mary's in the house.
Awesome. You can see how I get way too many clippings because it's like, do I want to throw away these watches? Absolutely. But if this one came out, I would have to keep it. And then now I have 1,001 watches. You know what I mean? So it just happens. You start flipping through a magazine. Next thing you know, you're cutting out a ton. We cut out this one already for Jason Boring. I want to finish that collage sometime. Anyways, ooh, that one's cool. I like the texture. It's frozen. It's iced out. But... I was just showing you. Just show you real quick. Here's some cool palm trees. There's some cool stuff in here.
Mom's a hippie says, I'm using voice to text again. So sorry for the misspelling of names especially.
Oh, no worries. We all know what you mean. Well, sometimes. So as long as it's yelled at us through that voice, then he'll do it. Anyway, there's probably a center thing for share in here. I think it's way better. I'm just saying, not just the paper. The paper is way better, but the magazine is better. Now, I'm not the one to go read all these articles because, ooh, look at that. Look at that chair. It gets dusty inside those, though, you know? Who's cleaning out the dust out of that? I want to know. I don't know. I don't know who's doing that. But maybe you got a vacuum that'll suck in there or something. There she is.
Becky Bokert says, when you're in live stream chat, spelling and grammar go out the window.
Yep. That's so true.
Patty says, Mary like mines. I saw you left a comment on Tina's art. I didn't because I thought you'd think I was stalking you.
Achy Pop Mama 118 says, not this, Mama Loyal.
And Colleen Jacobs 9 and says, don't worry your pert little head.
Oh. It sounds right. Sounds right.
Patiek says, Mary, we seem to follow the same people. Lowell.
That's awesome.
Mary Brown, Mom's a hippie says, LOL, Patty, no worries. I wouldn't care if you stalked me.
Oh, great. Oh,
Mary
great.
Brown Mom's a hippie says, we probably have the same YouTube profile and we watch what they recommend, LOL.
Yep, it might.
Becky Bolkin says, Colleen, I didn't check the Creative Juice group. Did you post what I sent you?
I did see.
Says, Mary, you might old lady with a walker.
I did just see when we were looking on here that Colleen did post something, but I haven't had a chance to really see it because we were trying to test the systems. I'm going to go check it out afterwards, and then I'll get in there and post that link for Carol as well. And see that I saw Colleen posted something. I got to go check it out. I've obviously been doing a million different things, but that's all right. That's how stuff gets done. Reprogramming, programming, and then trying to figure out my mess here.
And Patty X says, Becky got the sexy voice.
And Mary Brown Mom's a hippie says, hello.
Oh man, it ain't never gonna get old, man. For me at least. I'm sure some people ain't gonna like it forever, but I just can't get enough of it. And I'll tame it down sometimes, but sometimes I just keep it. I'll like it. I knew I wanted to do it. It just, it was doing it, you know. I talked about it many times of saying I might do it. And then it's nothing to it but to do it, they say. But that wasn't true. There was a lot of work to doing it. And then I had to redo it all, which then meant I had to go reload everybody's usernames. I had to go grab all my API codes again. Probably don't make a lot of sense to people, but it was a lot of work is what it was. But I'm happy it's working. It is working. If any of you want a specific voice because you don't want the randomness, you can let me
Mary
know.
Brown Mom's a hippie says, I know it's a stupid idea, but I keep envisioning a person dressed up like a bee coming out of it.
The bee suit in a bee suit.
Says, I like it too, but I was exhausted from laughing
Me
and
too.
coughing.
Yep, I couldn't, I honestly haven't laughed that much in forever. I can't remember when I laughed so much. I did not keep it together, which is probably not great for a stream, but test to do stuff. It's all good. Just figuring it out. And that's what today's is about. I know it's not, I wasn't even planning on making a collage. I was just gonna show where I'm at in my organizing process, because that's where my focus has been.
CJ me either.
Yeah, it just felt like, I don't know, it was great. I love it, and it's cool, and it's fun, and it's interesting. It's different. It's not your normal stream, which I like that idea. I like being different, because I don't want to be a normie. I don't want to be a normie. I want to be different. Question, there's a lot of weird problems with this. A lot of weird problems. First off, the shape. Second off, we got this thing blocking over here. Then we got the floor. Then the inside is like, if it's inside of it, what's
Becky
on the outside?
Bokert says, speaking of bees, last night I made myself a pair of mismatched earrings. One was a ghost, and the other one was two bees. Boobies. So when I wear them, people can comment on my boobies.
Patty X says,
Awesome.
yes, I like different.
Yeah. It makes it interesting, makes it different and fun. I may have
A
some
paddock
bees in here. I
Says
don't know if I have any
a
ghosts.
Becky, a lol, or bee boos.
Depends on which way she has them. What it's got to go in order,
Cassie's
right to
Angel
left.
and Spot says, laughter is good medicine.
Yeah, it is. It's the
Mary
best.
Brown Mom's a Hippie says, ROFL Becky.
The best
Becky
medicine.
Bokern says, it's okay. I'm an artist.
Oh, I'm gonna just try to cut the floor off first. I don't know what's happening. We'll see here in a second. Ooh, like that, like that, like that. Are we in the? Oh, okay. I've been testing everything. I'm like, dude, are we even in the right shot? Can you even see this? Yeah, you can see it.
Mary Brown Mom's a Hippie says, yeah, artistic license gives us some wiggle room lol.
Yep, plenty of wiggle room.
Hey, Becky Balkern says, that would be a great t-shirt. Someone should make a shirt that says that. Oh, wait. Oh.
Oh wait, you already did that. Let me grab this little cut. You never really know how these come together, but y'all know that. I just have to say it sometimes. Sometimes people don't understand that, and it's like, it's got to take you got to go through the, I don't know what's happening process to make it. At least for my brain, if you laid it all out perfectly and you had that, sometimes I'll lay them out, but I don't really have that in my mind of like, this is how it's all gonna work until you try it. So is this, I don't know, like it has the inside of this, kind of would want to keep the inside of it, but at the same time, I don't know. I could totally make something different in the inside. And I have a bunch of nature magazines and I do have nature clippings. I have not gone through them yet. And that's where organizing will help us all out for these collages, is because we could say, oh, bees. I don't think I'll have a ghost folder, but I'll definitely have some bees in a folder. I know I have some bees, beehives, hornets' nests, all types of stuff. And
Shady JDL9 says,
Shady
hello.
JD, hello. I love the name. Love the name. That's awesome. Thanks for stopping in.
Mary Brown Mom's a Hippie says, idea for the big lizard iguana from Picture This.
Oh.
Put some tiny people and trees around him to make him look as big as a dinosaur.
Okay.
And Mary Brown Mom's a Hippie says, hi, Shady.
Hey, Shady. I like that idea, Mary. That's cool. And I do have an iguana. I have a couple iguanas that we could use.
Becky Bokern says, hi, Shady.
That's awesome. I like that idea.
Shady JDL9 says, hello, chatters. The voices here are hilarious.
Yeah, we're figuring it out still.
Patiek
So it's kind of
says,
tricky.
I think we've said it before, like a puzzle. Weird that I love collage, but don't like to do puzzles.
It is like a puzzle, right? I don't like to do puzzles either. Well, I guess.
Says, hey, Shady.
I don't know. I haven't done a puzzle in a long time. I think maybe sitting around at like a family gathering or something might be fun to do a puzzle.
Says,
but I haven't done
CJ, your collab package is going postal on Thursday from work. Cheaper postage.
Oh, are we ready
Shady
to get it going?
JDL9 says, hey, hey, hey.
Hey. Yeah, I was just thinking about that, Becky. If we're gonna do our collabs, I actually have stuff I've been putting to the side for you.
Puzzles stress me out, but collage is relaxing.
Yeah, I think puzzles, you're always trying to
118
find.
13 says, hi, Shady. Welcome to the Madhouse, LOL.
Yep, sounds about right. Sounds about right. I want to keep them at the bottom. You know, we're just talking and having fun. I don't know exactly how this is going to go, but I do want to lock these guys along with the bottom line because
Hey,
we have
Becky
to do
Bokern
something about
says,
that.
We can do it whenever, but I just wanted it to go out before the end of the month.
Yeah, I was thinking, so I'll film mine. We know what we were talking about. I'll film mine and then get your package out. So that's what we'll need to do. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. And I already have some of the stuff from you, so it's already cool and awesome. But I have... Oh, let me show you real quick. Real quick, it's sitting right here. One sec. So, I mean, you kind of missed some of that earlier, Becky, but I've been going through all my clippings trying to organize my stuff. But I did find it for you. I found it for you. It's all brand new in this baggie. This baggie right here. So this one has a lot of cool pictures of her, definitely random and super different. So you wanted those Lady Gaga ones. This one's coming your way, and this will be part of our collab. So I'll put this in your
Mary Brown Mom's a hippie says, if we end up wanting to move a lot of magazines between us, I have a seller profile on Whatnot. Can ship up to 70 Luby in a large flat rate box for like $10. Becky's not that far from me.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Becky Bokern says, hey, so excited.
Yeah, I just came across that one, so I was looking through all this stuff. I was trying to organize my shelf behind me, and that was on my mind.
It says, Mary, what do you sell?
Yeah. I don't know where I'm taping here. I'm going to just put a couple pieces because I wanted to round the bottom off, and obviously we're on a different route right now. But looks like I'll keep the little guy connected over here. I kind of like that, and it's matching with the bottom. The nest thing or whatever this is, this nest thing is just very weirdly shaped. So the bottom was very weird. And then there's a planter right here, but I could cut around it.
I haven't actually sold anything on it yet, LOL. Long story. But basically it was going to be selling stamps, ephemera, jewelry, stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
Hatiek says, lol, Becky didn't sound excited.
It came through in the wrong voice. Dang it. How am I gonna do that? Do I have it taped? It is taped. So I want to round that off. I think I'll do this part with the razor because it doesn't need to be straight. Well, I'll try to get it straight. Well, sorta, kinda, sorta. I guess it doesn't matter because I gotta cover up that. Gotta cover up that planter somehow. So I was thinking like that, and then like this, and like that, and like this, you know? It's like this. Snap, snap, snap. Okay. Hopefully when I do this, they don't fall apart.
Says, CJ, they almost look like camels. Camelish.
They do kinda, huh? They're little sheeple. This is what they look like right here. So I got them in the little hut thing, and then they're kind of off center. Oh, sounded like my ceiling was falling in, but just the wind. Just the wind. I'm gonna try to just fix them up just a tad, just a smidgen here, just to line them up. Oh.
Mary Brown Mom's a hippie
like
says, they're too cute to be camels, lol.
Yeah, we did have the llama, but I think that's probably a different collage. I was just too tempted to cut them. Are they too cute to be food is my question. The question is, I guess the way that the eyes are looking at it, it wouldn't make much sense. Because the eyes are to the side. I was thinking it could be, I don't know what I was thinking. I never thought about it. But like it's almost on top. And you can almost get the arm over it. Unless it was protecting it. I don't know if that's part of it. This just came out of that magazine randomly. I have a whole bunch of other random clippings. It'd be nice to have a white piece of paper. Here, I do have one. Here, this will help the eyes.
Becky Bokern says, what's wrong with the cat's ear?
Good question.
Pontiac says yes. Hold it up for my cataract eyes.
The cat's ear is just from the angle. You're about to look down his ear with the with the scope is what it looks like. There's that. I kind of just rounded them off and based it, but you can still see the planter there to the... We can fix that. We'll get to that point.
Becky Bogren says, "Oh, okay, just a funny angle."
Yeah, it's just a weird angle. Weird and funny angle. Well, we have a bunch more stuff. And so what I was going to do, Becky, is go through some of this stuff and put it in your file. Because I'd imagine that some of this would work out great for your books and
Mary
stuff.
Brown
And for our
Mumsy
collab.
says, "I see that cat being on a nest of eggs. Turn all them packages into eggs."
Oh, yeah.
LOL.
Do I have a
Hey
bunch of
Cassie,
eggs?
lads, Angel and Spot says they remind me of my FFAU's Betsy and Emily.
Oh. We'll flip through these real quick too. I'm sure a bunch of these would work for you, Becky, and that's what I'm gonna just be throwing some of them into yours, which I'll be going through your stuff. But let's just see what we can see here, because I'm gonna give you a bunch of these.
Says, "No, I had them removed. So I have lens implants TMI, but my right eye didn't like it. So it is
Oh.
still kind of blurry."
That sounds painful. I didn't try to gross her out, but I told her.
Happy birthday to you.
Sometimes
Mary
it came
Brown
in pretty
Mom's a
low.
Hippie says, "Sorry, Patty, that sucks."
Yeah. So I'm seeing something that's happening sometimes is the voice will get red a little.
Cassie, we had a ram once.
That's not right. He's like a sheepdog though. Sheepdog. Okay, these are not it, but I didn't really know what's in these. I don't know if you guys go back to this landscape potentially. I don't know. Wasn't planning on collaging, but we'll see here. I'm gonna...
It's Mary Brown Mom's a Hippie says, "Do hams have a lot of attitude?"
They seem like they would. If anybody knows, you let us know. This is miscellaneous, but something tells me that's gonna be stuff for Becky or something. There's a bunch of stuff in there. There I have llama there with some Miller High Life. Gadgets.
Becky Boken says,
No.
"What about the dog that was jumping out of the Jeep at the music festival that you took apart?"
Yeah. See, that's great. And I love that. Where is that dog? That's why I need to get my stuff organized. I don't know where that dog is. I don't know where that cow guy is. I do know that I kept him in a spot, but I don't know where. I'm got to get my stuff together.
Pop Mama 1118 says, "I swore it said, do hams have attitude? Ha ha."
Hams might too. Wild ham. I guess that's a boar, huh? Wild boar. It's all food. I don't collage with food that much.
And Mary Brown Mom's a Hippie says, "LOL K-pop."
What are we looking for? I don't know. This is a good question.
Cassie's Angel and Spot says, "I had the sweetest ram named Elvis.
Oh, really?
He was like a puppy. My
Nice.
friend had one that was evil. Would take your knees out. We didn't get in his pen if we could help it."
That sounds wild. Nobody's messing with that guy. Sounds crazy. Speaking of wild, here's some nature, outdoors, animals, wildlife, travel. What goes with these sheep? I'm lost. Are they behind the mountain? Oh, something's happening. Apologies for the noise. It gets noisy. Noisy over here. I'll set that down. These are all old. I have no clues and I don't use them and they're just full of random stuff and it's just, that's why I just need to figure stuff out. And these would be good to like give to Becky for glue booking and stuff that would be I mean, that guy's pretty cool.
Adiane Miller,
No, Virgo.
8153 says, a one-time roommate had a goat who once found her way indoors. Scared the crap out of me as I was walking out of bathroom.
Man.
And Mary Brown Mom's a Hippie says, what if the sheep are coming out of a beach cabana to put them on a beach?
Oh, yeah, I did have a beach. Okay, we're in some nature stuff here, which I have
Hey, Mary Brown
way
Mom's a
better
hippie
nature
says,
pictures.
hello.
I do have way better nature pictures. There's a bird. We were looking for some birds once upon a collage ago. That was just that. Nature. Cool birds. The ocean's got some birds. Not the best of birds. Bear snout. It's like a picture drawn. Dust bowl. Just some randomness. That dog's hungry. Some more dogs, more dogs. These are where it gets really said, like some turmeric. Yep, got a bunch of turmeric. Don't know how I'm gonna ever use that. I got a whole bunch of it. I got a squirrel eating like, what is he eating? Like a protein bar or something. I don't know what he's eating. Strange. These would be good for like a glue book or something. I mean, there's some collage stuff inside here, but I remember us seeing this fish.
Badix says, lol. Cassie, ours wasn't here long before he went to a better, real farm. The hubs got him on a whim. We had goats, rabbits, cows. The girls were in 4-H.
Oh, that's awesome to have all those animals. A lot to take care of. What's fun? There's a seal.
Adiane Miller, 8153 says, turmeric is a good anti-inflammatory.
Yeah, I have some turmeric pills over there, but don't know if I'd how I'd collage with it. I was looking for this guy, and then I found something else that didn't work. But he was on my mind. See, there goes that memory thing where I'm like, I know I have him somewhere. He's down in some nature thing that I'd never use. And it's kind of a waste. I might as well just give all this. Becky's gonna end up with a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, wait till we do all that stuff. I have a whole bunch. How do you get the cheap shipping for all that heavy boxes? It always costs me. I use the flat rate USPS. There's not going to be nothing in that. I mean, there's stuff in there. It's just not for this collage. Lives, textures. That's more stuff we've already looked at in the live streams before. Well, those are just.
Becky Bogan says, at work we use pirate ship.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. Is it like you get cheaper shipping with that for heavier items? Imagine like the super heavy magazine boxes, you know, that makes it expensive, where I'm like, man, this is spendy. And sometimes I can't, like, I would sell, well, no, I wouldn't. I've thought about selling magazines before because I have so many that are not really necessary for collage, and some of them just have too much text and stuff. They're not even valuable for collage.
Mary Brown Mom's a Hippie says, CJ, if you're using USPS flat rate use pirate ship, it'll save you money.
That's good. Okay, pirate ship. I'll check that out. Because, yeah, it's expensive. It adds up. Definitely does. I don't like try to make money off of it right now, but I might need to because gotta keep the lights on. Gotta keep the lights on around here. And that's gonna be, I have a bunch of magazines that are worth something. The thing with selling magazines is It's a long hold. Be prepared to hold it. It'll sell eventually, but you're gonna hold it for
Becky
a while.
Boca Akitupakan says, we don't ship anything more than a few pounds, but it's all a cheaper rate. I'm not sure if anyone can sign up or if you have to ship so much each month or whatever. There is also one called Shippo.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look into it and see what's their criteria, if they're gonna make me sign up for something that I don't do enough of. They already got me on the gym membership. I gotta get over there more often. I told myself, I'm going every day, and then that worked for like 3 or 4 days, and I haven't been there because then I got into all the coding stuff. And I was like, now I haven't even been there, and like it's been like a week because I've been stuck in all the coding. All right, we might need to shift gears on these guys. I'll set them to the side. This is how collaging should go. I set them to the side as inspiration strikes come back. I wasn't even planning on collaging, but you never know. That's what I really want to be doing. I don't want to be organizing. That's not my passion. I'm not passionate about the organization, but it is essential to getting my stuff together. Because if I want to do...
Mary Brown Mom's a hippie says, I'm pretty sure anybody can use it, but check for sure. With heavier stuff, UPS might be cheaper.
Yeah, and we're right down the street from
Patty's
the post office.
Says, Becky, that reminds me, I got my bead place order today. I was going to email you.
Oh, nice. All the hard work paid off, Becky, listing all the stuff. People are able to find it now. Even though it's difficult to list
Mary
all
Brown
those
Mom's a
beats.
hippie sells. Pirate ship will tell you though.
Okay, yeah, I'll check that one out for sure. I don't ship a lot of stuff. I mean, as of right now, but thinking about all the
Becky
magazines.
Boken says, oh, that's great, Patty. Have fun.
That's a new voice. That one's new because the other one was messing up, and these are messing me up right here.
Adriana Miller 8153 says, sounds like Elmo.
Kind of does. He reminds me of Mickey in a way, but there's a different one that's like Mickey Mouse, and he was even closer, but I was like, no, I'll go with this one. This one reminds me of the 3 little pigs from Shrek. I don't know if you ever watched that movie. Better? No better. It's so funny. Those Shrek movies are hilarious. They're kind of old now. Time flies by so fast where you think, oh, it's not that old. And then you're looking and you're like, that's older than my daughter is. Pretty wild how fast time goes. I'll cut this stuff out real fast because time's flying. Yep, well, y'all are helping me out a lot. I was starting to do some organization, so that's working out good. And we're testing things. It's working good. I've heard that people's voices are staying the same if they want to. I can switch it to random mode. I can turn it off. I can upload. I put in a bug fix. So if y'all remember in the last stream at the end, it froze up on us.
Tomorrow night stream from work is just talking about new products and events coming up. But if you watch CJ, I'll try to sing the pony song.
Okay.
Say something like you do. Colleen Jacobs 09 says, haven't seen Shrek in a long time.
Yeah, those are funny movies. They're free, I believe, on Peacock right now. If you got the Peacock app, you can get it on your TV. And it's, I don't know, maybe it's free because I have Xfinity or, Comcast, and so Peacock's free. But all the movies are on there. They have the Puss in Boots movies too on there, which are super funny as well. They have that new one, the new animations of that Last Dance with the Puss in Boots. Man, that's cool. Those are some cool animations. I like that. I like the way that they changed it up. And I've watched the original Puss in Boots movie a million times. My daughter loved that movie when she was young. And we'd watch it all the way to the end every time because it turns into this like dance scene and stuff, and she'd always get up and start dancing to it. And we bought it. That was back when you'd buy movies through iTunes and stuff, and we bought that movie through iTunes, and it was on her little iPod thing, and she could watch it all the time. She's watched it more than I watched it, but I've watched that movie a lot. But it's funny. It's a funny movie. Yeah, so I don't know. I've been wanting to sit down and just watch some funny movies like that. I like to watch older movies. Newer movies are not very good anyway. So I'm better off with something that I already know and watch. But I need the time to chill and do it, which I have not had much chill time. That's okay. It'll all work out. I'm just trying to get myself in position to be more productive and be able to make cool stuff. I've been actually craving to make some more collages. Thursday, I have a video coming out on Thursday where I collaged with a 111-year-old magazine. I was going to put that out last week, and then I just decided to do the one from the live stream because it was more recent, so that made more sense. I put that video out. Didn't get a ton of views, but you know, at least y'all watched it, so that's cool. I appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Someday we'll find a rhythm with their rhythm, and we'll be in rhythm together. I wanted to read my voice out. That should have been in that passionate lady's voice. One day we will find a rhythm together. We will be in rhythm. Why did I cut those out? I don't know. I like them. They're cool and interesting and different. And we could have had stuff coming out, and that's what Carol, I believe, said. But I'd want to get the rest of the building out. But then what about this tree? I'll get more trees. We'll get some stuff coming out of the windows like Carol mentioned, or something like that. We got the llama. Maybe the llama stands on top.
Thursday sounds interesting.
Yeah, it'll be pretty interesting. It's cool video, and I just wanted to save that magazine. It's not like I didn't do something like super revolutionary with the collage. There are some other pieces in there though that could be made, but the magazine was falling apart. People were trying to give me nothing for it.
Says, someone jumping off roof onto the pillows.
Yeah, there you go. Oh man, see, this is the problem. Well, it's not the problem. I actually know where that is now. I don't know where they are. They're right in there somewhere. So they were people jumping, and I was like, oh, I want to use them. They're famous. It's from a TV show. It was like an advertisement for their show. Like Brooklyn Nine-Nine or something, you know what I mean? Some goofy show. But they're jumping, and they got the white background. I'm like, oh, it'd be perfect to just cut them out and change their heads. And so let's see if this is going to be a good, fun test. Because I think you're right. That's a good idea. I don't know. These aren't exactly them jumping like that, but we can give it a test. This is a test to see if my organization process helped at all. Because I have that file right there. I'm just going to cut down because this is going to get tuned up. And I'll keep... What is that, AstroTurf? That don't look like real grass. I know real grass. And that ain't real grass. That might be real grass. I don't know. Okay. I don't have any ponies to play with, sadly, or I'd put a little pony over there.
Batiak.
And cut that out.
Says, Diane, nice idea. But I thought they were pills. I must zoom in more, Noel.
They kind of look like the chalky ones. The chalky whatever ones, Tums or something, you know, something like that. I do like that idea though. Since that idea, well, you never know, we might find something for those. It's just kind of bounce around. Since we're not in, I didn't have like compiled. That's what something I do with my collages. I compile, not all the time, but I'll try to compile some ideas ahead of time. I'll be like, this could go with it, this could go with it. More people. So with that one, Actually, I think I kept... See, now we're going to see how it failed. How's the memory is the question. I think I like the idea of the people jumping so much. I put them in a separate stack. Give me 1 second. Memory, come to life. Memory. See, I'm not a total space case. I'm not a total space case. Only half of the
Miller
time.
81253 says, "Oh, cool."
I'm only a space case half of the time. The other half, I'm something else. Actually, they're pretty big. They're pretty big. Dude's super funny though. But we could change their head. Cut him all the way out. You pick which character. Because I think we can get one character. And hey, Colleen, it kind of reminds me of the skateboard dude. I don't know, I just got that vision just now in my head of the skateboard dude. Kind of gave me that. We'll pick one character.
Cassie, hoisting his Angelin spot, says, those colors work great together.
He has green shoes. This one has green.
Hey, Paddock says, the guy on the right.
You're right or my right? Okay, here's the right. He's funny. He's kicking over it. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Which one's right to you? This is right to me.
And Colleen Jacobs of 19 says, sure does.
I think it'd be funny because his foot would be in front of it and be coming out over it, or his legs behind it and then it's coming, his foot's
Paddock
over it.
says my right or your right.
Oh, I guess it's the same, right?
K-pop mama, Yun 18113
Right.
says, definitely.
You're right. 3. Oh, we got 1. We had a 1 there. We're gonna have to make a... Guess what? There's another building. We got another building too. And if I mess him up, we got a backup. Try not to mess him up though. Terry? His name might be Terry. We gotta cover Terry's face, so you tell me what Terry is. He one of the sheep? What's Terry's face gonna be like? It doesn't have to be an animal's head or anything, but I think we should cover his face somehow so he don't come after us. I don't know, he's a funny dude though.
Oh, Patty X says, no, CJ, I was being funny. Your collage, you choose.
Yeah.
Oh, Cassie's his Angelin spot says, green shoes.
Yeah, the green shoes.
Pop mama 118-113 says, it is Terry Crews.
There you go. That is
Adriana
Terry's.
Miller 8153 says, chicken.
A chicken.
Becky Boken says, I only said person number 1 because his shoes are green.
Yeah, I like the green shoes too. I think they work. We'll do him because his leg's gonna go over it, but we can mess around with it. They shouldn't take too much. And then I cut them both out and then we could try it. At least we have an idea. I was sitting there with the sheep and I was blank. You know, been organizing all day and yesterday and day before yesterday. I think I took some pictures. I should have shared it. My whole floor was just covered in stacks of magazines because I was like, not only was I pulling all these magazines out, but I wanted to get enough variety behind me so I can grab stuff that's needed. And it's still not organized all the way, but it is a lot better where I have a better variety behind me. And it's not all fashion models now, which is good because I need a mixture of stuff. When I first put the magazines behind me, I was just trying to get the shelf up. Just trying to get the shelf up. I wasn't even thinking about like what magazines or where. It was just like fill up the little bin things to hold them and get the shelf up. It's kind of like when I'm doing the art on the wall. It's like, yeah, I just needed the art on the wall to start with, and then I'll start working on what art is where. So it's a process, you know. Everything ain't just gonna be done right away, and it's stuff that I think we all have to come to grips with sometimes in life. It's just like, that's what it is, and we'll figure it out as we go. He's got a big old butt. He's got a big old butt. We're not putting any coffee beans coming out of it. Don't you worry, Terry. I won't do that to you, at least today. I do have more of those coffee beans, though, FYI. I got that same exact magazine for free. A second one of the Golf Digest outfits. It's like golfer outfits and stuff, but for some reason there's a pile of coffee beans in it. There's also piles of other stuff, which we could use. There's definitely some cool stuff in there, so I was happy to get another one of those. Because right as I saw it, I'm like, oh, that's where the coffee beans came from. It's funny. Oh no, fingers are coming up. The other guy's got fists. I should have stuck with him. Should have gone with the green shoes. Dang it. Luckily, he's got big hands here. We're going to go ahead and... Okay, he's got big hands, big butt, big other stuff. I'm just going to get his fingers not looking like sharp knives. It's just always tricky for me. I think we all have our talents. Mine are not. Well, I guess that's not bad. Details. Man, I just wanted to read my voice out sometimes. It's all in the details. I think it probably could. I could just type it in there real quick and it would read mine out.
Patiek says fingers are the worst to cut.
Yeah. It's so funny. It's the way it started, the voice though. Because she didn't say but it came in with the oh. I wonder if it just adds that stuff sometimes. It probably could, just the accent to make the voice work. It's crazy. It's cool though. I think it's cool. It's different. Setting ourselves apart over here. I like different. I'm gonna go ahead and keep the details of his head for right now. Luckily, he shaves his head.
Patiek says,
No hair.
I think he's Scottish guy.
He could be. I think he's like a Scottish pirate. Or he could just be... I don't know. He's under the pirate voice. But even though the names are labeled like that, so if I tell you that's the name, it still doesn't make sense. They're not... Like the Valley Girl makes sense. Like the Professional doesn't necessarily make sense, but she doesn't sound as crazy. The cool thing about this whole scenario, there's multiple cool things about it, but one of the cool things is I can actually change the voices sometimes. So not just on the fly, like if I've been riding with these voices for a few months or something, all of a sudden I could throw different voices in the mix. So I've coded that into the program where I can then change the API of what voice it grabs. I am going to try to do one more coding.
Corner, Carol.
Hey, Carol, you're back.
I'm here watching, but have my sound off.
Oh, you're missing the cool voices. Thanks, Carol. I'm going to post your link in our group here after this. Actually, Mary went and posted it, but I'm going to make sure that it got on there right because she didn't think it was clickable. But I'll go and do that right after we're done here, and I need to check out Colleen's post because I noticed there's a post on there.
Patiek says, well, Carninos, that's half the fun.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Patty says Carol. Oops.
There's a cool outline. If we had it on the white paper, you'll see it. So I cut it on his leg. Where's that paper at? It's not real backing board. It's fake backing board. real stuff is made better. Let's see. Chicken. The green shoes probably. The green was good. We'll add some color though to give it color. He's just black and white on his clothes.
Carol says, Patty Lowell I know, but others are watching TV. And I still wanted to be here.
Awesome. Yeah, and that might be distracting for others watching TV too.
Colleen Jacobs 19 says, ooh, keep that.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. We can make stuff come out of the windows too. Carol mentioned putting some stuff out of the windows, and that would be a good concept. Or change what's in the windows.
Says, oh, Carol, I get it. I'm back in my room.
So I gotta cover that. I want to cut out that stuff. Funny head. Too much here. Okay, just messing around. Just hanging around, you know. Too much grass. You know. Hanging out in the college dorm rooms. Too much grass, you know what I mean? And then just covering some stuff. I don't know why. What does it mean? I don't know. It's just fun and crazy. Oh, his butt's on it now. Get your big butt behind the building. Dang. Boom. His face is funny. It sucks that we kind of got to lose his face. We need another expression or something that's wild. What would be in the window? So I'm going to bring this up to y'all because I don't know. Especially if you're on a phone. So there's, you know, you can see inside the living room and stuff.
But Cassie's Ittedukantiness Angel and Spot says, oh, that silhouette would be cool to use.
Yeah, it would be.
Adiane Miller, Bot5P3 says, can his right leg hang over side of building?
Yeah, it can. Good idea. Let's try to cut that. This is not a good but if you put something else behind it, it would be cool. I cut it out pretty good. Pretty good, like. It's pretty good. Get your butt back there. Ah. It makes him look funnier, but it's funny. Okay. This is where I go to my memory space. I have people. Let me look at my charts. People, food, cars. We said some animals. I have not the greatest animals inside that animal thing. They weren't very good. But I do have animals here. Oh, this is where the hard work all pays off. See here? When you have animals, let's start with these ones. I don't think I've ever showed you these magazines. You know, I've been holding out on you. Got a couple of these ones. Let's take a peek here and see if we can find some kind of funny dog face. Oh, I have that dog book with some funny dog faces in it. This is a dog book, but you know, let's see what we got here. Hey, who's that remind you of, Becky? I don't know if Becky's still here. Kind of looks like Ringo. Or something. It's giving me those vibes. This is some cool little pieces of art right here, actually. Oh, this dog. He's like, what do you call that? Parasailing with this dude? Parasailing? Hang gliding? Doing something. He's a crazy dog. He's down for an adventure.
On my quiet corner, Carol says, OMG, I love that book.
You like this one? It's pretty cool.
Cassie's Angel and Spot says, no grass in our dorm, but we had plenty of vodka in water bottles all, so they could not see liquor on the dry campus.
Yeah. That's
Becky Bookin says, I love that dog, but Ringo is a jerk.
Party says, love that Maggie never heard of it. You were holding out.
I found these at the community store. That dog's funny. His head's too big. But hey, scaling might work. He's got a bobblehead. You could have a big dog bobblehead. Ooh, that cute little puppy right there. This lady. That's a collage. Hopefully y'all can see this. Let's keep his head in the shot so we can. You'd have a big head, you know. Pretty much all these dogs are gonna get
Mary
a big
Brown
head.
Mom's a Hippie says, sorry was away for 10 minutes.
Oh,
Did
no,
I miss a
that's-
lot?
No. Oh, there's what
Says
you missed.
puppies.
Yeah, the puppies. That's what you missed. We're trying to find him a head or something. His face is gonna be sad because his face is so funny, and the shows that he does, he's got that action face. We kind of need a dog with this silly face. Kind of needs to be straight on. Looks like we're in some old dog pictures here. I have a whole bunch of dog books, so I think it's what I have
Mary Brown
available.
Mom's a Hippie says,
Cool.
love it. You really made it fit together.
Awesome. Yeah, we're cutting around. All the good tips bring his legs around and stuff. Oh, there's a cool cat. I have cat magazines too. Dogs and cats. I don't have any chickens. I know we said chicken and rooster. But he's got his little jacket on. Oh, check out this cat. I thought we were in a dog book, but apparently. Check out that cat. Could that cat be his head?
Hey, Colleen Jacobs 19 says, get along, little dog.
That's the perfect.
A. Diana Miller, 8153
would work?
says, that head would work.
The cat one? Let's give him a try. Frisky, fearless and frisky. I don't know what we're losing.
A. Diana Miller, 8153 says, yes.
All right. That was pretty fast. So I will say the comments were, for those of you who don't know, and if my quality really sucks and it's hard to see this and it's blurry, I'm using ultra low latency today. So we'll see. I'll see what happens after YouTube processes the video, like by tomorrow evening. Check him out. That's one cool dog. He's got his like Starbucks and stuff. Look at his bracelet. Look at his bracelet. He's got a coffee drink or something down here. And what's on his fingers? Oh, he's got his ball, but he's like spinning. He's spinning his ball. Becky, you like this guy? Would this guy work for your stuff? I have no clue how I would ever use this, but I think Becky could make some cool stuff. Oh, you'd lose this dog. You gotta pick which one. I could see this in one of Becky's books. I'm gonna cut it out, and if she wants it, she can have it. Because we're sending Becky some stuff for a collab here. If y'all missed that part of what we were talking about, that could be part of it. These dogs are friends. Good friends.
Patty says, it isn't blurry to me, even with my blurry eye.
Oh, nice.
I hope the pirate reads this.
Nope. You got the
Becky Bokern says, I love all those funny dogs.
Awesome.
Surprise me.
All right. Well, you're going to get him surprised. But, yeah, I'll show you some other funny stuff here in a second. Just side note. Whiskers. Whiskers. I like that I don't have to cut out his whiskers.
Colleen Jacobs 9 says, oh, I thought I needed stronger specs.
Becky Bokern says, I like the big letters too.
Yeah, I got a whole thing of letters already set aside for you, Becky. I'll show them to you here in a second, actually. I could have a piece to you. But yeah, in that magazine. So I'm going to pick a few magazines to send you and then a bunch of clippings to send you. And that'll be part of our video. Sorry we're going to have to... I could come and give him a better fur cut. You want a fur cut? But we're going to first just get an outline here. Just cool cat. He's a cool cat. Oh, I didn't expect to be streaming that long that my music would stop. What in tarnations is happening? There it goes. All right. Good thing I had tuna
Becky
sandwich.
Bokern says, I want to be surprised.
Yeah, okay.
Don't show me anything else.
Okay, that's it. You know, that's it. You're showing it. That's better. Surprise is better because then you can make something on the fly. We can describe it a little bit what's going to happen, y'all. We're going to make a video, me and Becky, and what's going to happen is I'm going to film the first part. I'm going to film showing you getting clippings for Becky, and then we're going to send them to her, and then I'm going to open the clippings she sent me, and we're going to create with it. And then the next night, we're going to watch Becky live, open up the clippings that I sent her, and she's going to
Diane Miller 81
collage and create with them.
But first, Becky, please share your opinion of Ringo.
Yes. I had that Ringo dog. He looked like a Ringo dog. And then Becky's going to do some creative stuff with the stuff we send her. So you're going to watch and see the stuff we send her, and then you get to see what she does with it. And then we're going to create with the stuff that she sends us. It's going to be fun. And then we'll come back in for another live stream on Saturday night, which I always do, and then we can recap and look at everything that we all did. Be fun.
Ringo is a Vulcan jerk.
Oh, that's okay. We lost that pug dog. So I don't know the size in here, but I was just gonna look. He's always wearing turtlenecks. He wears turtlenecks. I've seen him do that a lot. So.
Patiek says, we really should drink when she says it.
Shit. I need a drink. I wonder if I don't even need to cut. Oh, his whiskers, though. Okay, scissors. I'm just going to mess around with this first and then see how it would look. Because maybe he has like a little mane or something like coming down. He don't need to be in the turtleneck like I was kind of thinking. I think it could actually come downward. You never know until you try. And if it doesn't work, we can cry. And I'll probably end up crying several times, but that's alright. Gotta get it out, you know, just get it out. I'm gonna go with the
ADM Miller 8153 says, weren't you doing just the head?
Yeah, I was. And then just trying to size it up, but now we gotta see how it's gonna work.
Becky Balkan says, I miss telling you what my creative juice is tonight.
Yeah.
It is a mocktail of peach sparkling water, lemon juice, and raspberry boba.
Nice. We all missed it. We kind of jumped into something totally different. I was doing some testing, technical testing. Okay. So I just did that. It's always good to start big, and you can't put it, I mean, I guess you can put it back together, but you can't.
Cassie is Angel and Spot says, I took a sip of my dirty Baja Zero from Taco Bell.
Oh.
ADM Miller 8153 says, nettle tea for me.
Nice.
Patiek says, I'm still with the iced tea.
The iced tea. Okay, so what I'm thinking is a little bit of a mane, and that's why I didn't want to cut too much yet. What do they say? You can always take more off, but you can't put more back or something. You can't put more back.
19 says, sarsaparilla.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna lose a bunch of the whiskers though. That's the only thing I hate about cats.
Says, me too. Patty iced tea.
Becky Boken says, Cassie, those are kick-ass.
You've had me thinking about iced tea a lot lately, and I put my other water filter because we had to get a new one. And I was like, well, keep that one and we'll make iced tea with it. So that's what's been on my daughter's mind.
Paddock says, Mary, stop it. LOL.
I'll try to keep a little bit of the whisker detail. This is my biggest problem with cutting out cats. And I'm sure, just cut it off. I get it. Just cut it off. Remember who I am. Please remember. I have problems. Big problems. So what I'm gonna do here, tiny slice. Tiny.
Mary Brown Mom's a hippie says, LOL.
Oh, or he sounds like, Pinocchio from that Shrek movie. I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy. That's what happened when I finally put my face on my YouTube channel. Look, everyone, I'm a real boy. YouTube wasn't sure. Like, you're not a real boy. Okay, I'm gonna cut it off just a little there.
A Cassie's Angel in Spot says, definitely cartoon that voice.
Yeah, it's funny voice. I had to add it because I was looking for a uh-oh, messed that up. I was looking for one to fix because one got messed up, and I was like, well, what's another one? That one came out, and I'm like, oh yeah. Actually, I think my daughter said, yeah, that's that one. So fun. Okay. Mr. Whiskers. Got 3 whiskers right now. It's too far on the main, but trying to keep, when you see like someone's, I guess if you saw a cat, or what I'm thinking of is like if you see someone with their tie, or it's like a scarf, and their scarf is like puffed up out of their, it's a style. It's a style. I promise, it's a style, but it's too far down. But what I'm thinking is like if a cat had to zip up his collar because he has a turtleneck on, so we gotta change his shirt style. We'll imagine that his style is
says, be a man, boy.
How you gonna be a man when you're a boy? Okay, I'm gonna take it down to like a V, and then he has the black there. It's kind of messing with it.
Etpenpotik says, I get all my fashion advice here.
Yeah, this is the place to go for all that updated fashion advice. Oh, he has the like little black collar on, which is kind of messing with it. So I might just bring it down to a V, but I'm just trying to imagine it.
A paddock says, Doyle Alley.
Perfect timing.
Becky Bokern says, Patty, is that why you always look so interesting? LOL.
I love how I pause because you put the dots. We just found out a trick. Just put in a bunch of dots, it'll add a dramatic pause. I wonder if we keep it jagged like that, or should I bring it straight down? Ringo would wear that style where it would be like, that's what I imagine a Beatles wearing that kind of vibe.
Says,
Oh, it's great. It's great. I could bring it down to a V would probably make more sense. Oh, let me bring it up closer. He's a little... Do you think I should bring it to a V?
What's Cassie's Angela Spot says? I'm so fashionable today. LOL tank top and PJ pants didn't feel like getting dressed after I showered this afternoon because we'd been out to the dump with yard waste.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get cleaned up if I was doing that either. I'd like to go clean up afterwards. It's funny because I joke around about some of these places being a dump, and I'm like, actually, the dump's pretty clean. They're organized.
John Lennon wore those glasses.
Yeah, that's.
But I'm not sure if he is a jerk or not. I've never seen him.
I think actually he was not. He was one of the cooler ones.
If you guys would only know, LOL. I'm the least fashionable person in the tri-state area.
A. Diane Miller, 8153 says, sweatpants and tank top.
I'm going to leave him like that just for now. If y'all think we should V him up in a little bit, he'll have the V-neck. But I'm going to just put a little...
Patty Egg says John was the best.
Yeah, I think John was probably one of the cooler ones. That's why, you got to take him out. Can't keep him around. He's saying too much true stuff. He's speaking too much true stuff. Can't be around here telling all that truth talk. Oh, man. Now I'm questioning that whiskey.
A. Diane Miller, 53, says, nah, Paul.
Paul.
Sigh.
Cassie,
I have that Paul McCartney magazine right over there.
Angel and Spot says, John sings some of my most favorite songs.
Becky Bokern says, I'm one of those gals who comes home and puts on around the house clothes. I'm never really fully dressed around the house.
Yep.
Patty
I'm too.
says,
More comfortable.
love the cool cat.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's a cool cat. We'll fix him up in a second. What goes in the windows? In the windows, coming out the windows. What about this doorway? I mean, does this even... I mean, obviously it doesn't make no sense. It's not making any sense. But that's okay. He's just jumping over this. But I want to probably get rid of this gold and gold. The blue is... Well, you can see the trees with no leaves on them. Like, what would come out of that? You know... This dog's pretty cool, but you know, like his texture would look interesting behind there, give him some color, but we'd probably work off of these colors. I'll start cutting out the windows because I know something has to go in there. I don't want to see their house.
Becky Balkan says, do you have a ladybug or a small bird come out of the window?
I do have some birds.
Says, maybe some faces looking out, or popcorn.
Popcorn would be awesome. Oh, see, here's the memory bank. I have a thing of popcorn. Oval Redenbacher popcorn. But where is it? I think it's in the things that I haven't organized yet. But I definitely know I have a couple of those. Old school, and it shows the like movie theater popcorn.
And Colleen Jacobs
Pour it out.
Says,
memory.
Me too. Looks like my Halloween mask.
Oh yeah. I don't think you've shared that with
Becky
the
Bokern
peoples.
says, yes, popcorn.
Popcorn would be amazing. I know where I got it from. I just don't know where it is. And I have multiple ads of it, of different styles and different versions. It was coming from some older People magazines. It's Oval Redenbacher. It's like butter, extra butter. And actually I have some of the extreme ones too. It's not that brand, it's the extreme brand or whatever, but I know I have some popcorn. See, it's just, that's where I want to be more organized. Not just for me, I want to be organized for us because it's not always going to work out. But when you give a great idea, I want to be able to at least try to bring your idea
Miller,
together.
8153 says, I love cheddar popcorn.
I have some, not less, what's it called? Lesser evil popcorn that's supposed to be healthier. It's, you know, it's not as bad. We have some in the cupboard. My daughter likes that brand. And it is a little more expensive, but she doesn't eat a ton of it, so it lasts.
Becky Balkan says, now that you cut the windows out, it looks like a robot head.
I was thinking the face too for a second.
Says, yum. I heard Becky was the popcorn queen.
Oh yeah. I like popcorn too.
Becky Bokern says, I have that lesser evil popcorn too, the pink one. It's so good.
Oh, it is pretty good. I think that's, well, we have two bags. One's the cheddar, which I think is a black bag. And then the other one might be like Himalayan salt or something. Or is it, but I don't know what it is. My daughter enjoys it. Every time I eat popcorn nowadays, I get one of those pieces caught in my throat and I can feel it every time. I don't know why. Every time. Maybe I eat too much too fast. That might be, it's probably user error. It's probably what it is.
Becky Bokern says, it's true, I make some seriously good popcorn.
I like popcorn. I just gotta stop getting those little pus or kernel things stuck in my throat. Okay, we got that. It's actually pretty
I'd
cool.
say Cassie is Angel and Spot says, I was kind of sad I couldn't find my favorite popcorn in Trader Joe's. I only get there a few times a year because it is a 3-hour round trip.
Oh, wow. They just built one down the way from our house. Not to make you jealous or anything, but they just built one right down the way from our place. Oh, his foot can go around and in. You don't know till you try. It was working for a second. I saw it work. You get your foot in there. Terry. I mean Harry now? His name's not Terry anymore. It's Harry. The tree is, messing with me too. It's pretty cool though. The white just totally changed the whole thing. I know, we can add some stuff. I know. Where's the pirate voice? I'll just see what the color looks like. Okay.
A Becky Balkern says, right foot out, left foot through upper window.
Oh, you could probably get his foot through. Let's see. Boom. Breakthrough. You never know with these, that's why I like to say that phrase. Because if you don't know until you try different things. So that one was weird because then his foot was all in a messed up spot. Oh man. It's just like, what's that game called? Where you gotta find the spots on the ground. It's not Tetris. I'm saying Tetris. Look, I need to block that bush. It's like just, it's not.
Adriana Miller,
Twister.
153
Twister.
says, Twister.
There you go. See, that didn't take that long. That's pretty good. I wonder what the quality is like though of the video. It doesn't seem, I don't know, Colleen maybe sound like it looked bad. I'll have to look at it later and see what the quality of the video is. That doesn't mean we can't get stuff popping out of the window still. The white made it a lot better than those tan that was in there. So that was cool. This cat's fur. Don't think I need that. It's funny. It's funny. I like it. It's interesting. Having a good time. On 107.9. That's the radio guy's voice. He's over there. Welcome into True Point Creation, guys. I just want to say, having a good time. I did get some organization done, so I don't feel bad. I was productive. I tested some stuff. I don't feel bad. I was productive. I have a whole bunch of texture, and it's in an actual texture file. I just have not organized it yet. So, what did we say? We heard birds. We heard other things, but I think some color. But I don't want to mess the color. A different color could really mess this up because it's a mute.
I'm gonna have to go. I have a video call scheduled at 8, and I have to set up. Have fun, everyone.
Thanks for stopping by, Becky. I'm gonna try to stop by tomorrow and check out your stuff, even though it's just for the business. We'll support Becky if we can. We'll support and come by and say hi. It's cool to hang out in those streams, even though it might be business stuff. Maybe it helps out the business a little bit. Get a little more reach.
Angela Spot says, the quality doesn't seem bad on my phone, except for the constant buffer, but that's me, not you.
Okay, good.
Oh, Patiek says, bye, Becky.
Bye,
Adrienne Miller, 8153 says, bye, Becky.
Colleen Jacobs, 9 says, cat burglar, a little too on the nose.
I like the
Becky
cat
Vulcan
burglar.
says, okay, thank you, you.
Mary Brown Mom's a Hippie says, bye, Becky.
A Becky Bokern says, it does help the bead place a lot if you just show up and chat.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Patiek says, I Colleen funny.
Colleen Jacobs, 19 says, bye, Becky.
See, it went a little quiet there on that one. So, we got the White House dogs and stuff. Or they're just dogs at the White House. Oh, look at the emojis. Everyone drop a heart. My chat never looks like that. I go to some chats, that might be on different platforms, where you just see all the hearts and the faces and things going crazy. I don't know. I guess I'm not really looking at it, so I don't see. Whoa. Let's surprise Becky with this. I don't know if she's still here. We're supposed to surprise her. Why don't you make something with that, Becky? Oh, look at these dogs. Oh no, what did we lose on the backside? Oh, they're like robo dogs or something. This is a funny magazine. I don't know where it came from or what. What's the deal with them? I just got them. Oh, it's from. Oh, that's kind of old, I guess.
Panic says, "What year is that mag?"
That's what I was just gonna look at. This one says issue 5. That picture was from 2015, but that's not when this magazine is from. Okay, when it doesn't do that, sometimes it'll show it, and that's what I was just thinking. I was like, when is this? So it's labeling the name of these pictures. That was from 2018, but that's from 2021. So we know it's newer than 2021 because someone got that picture. It's in the start or the credits. Since it's not saying it. This is issue number 5, 2021. That's when it was copyright 2021 for this one right here. And it's issue number 5. I don't know what issue number that one is, but they're practically at the same time. I actually had like 3 or 4 more of these, but I gave them to these ladies who work over here because they both have dogs. And so I gave them one each, and they were all excited and happy about it. I stopped giving them stuff because they kind of work over here and I live over here, and I got a weird... Colleen one time sent me a random song suggestion thing that we were talking about, but then the suggestion she sent me was like too on the nose. I don't even know if I told her that, but it was like, I should probably stop talking to these girls because I don't want to get no, harassment charges or something, because it was just like too like much of a sign. So I stopped going and giving them magazines.
Patek says, Bush threw me off the year.
Oh yeah, that was they're going way back. They're showing different pictures, and they were showing, I think I saw Obama and stuff in there too, just like dogs that visited the White House. Because after the Bush one, it showed I'm gonna look at that, and then we'll get on to some different magazine here. I just see that those dogs are funny. Rescue dogs, pretty cool. The hot dog, yeah, there's Obama there, and I think there's Biden right there too, so it's kind of just like dogs in the White House. Interesting. Those are my dog ones, but that ain't, I mean, maybe we need a dog, a cartoon dog on here would be funny, or something with the cat style. So I'm gonna try not to mess those pictures up for Becky, and then just remember I have a bunch of stuff I still got to do for Becky, but anyway, here's all my animal ones that I just put into the side. We'll just set them to the side for a while. We got a good collage going, and can definitely, I think if the color comes in though, this is a muted color. It's kind of like matted, and it has a tint to it. And I know the magazine that it came from. Could change those out too. They don't need to be there. It's just something. We looked at this. This is where the pony came from. I'm a pretty pony. I'm a little pony. Came from here. And
Patek says, cartoon dogs in the windows.
Yeah. So we might have to go back to those Drool magazines, because I think we're going to have cartoon dogs. But show you some more dog magazines. I got some cat magazines, got some dog magazines, got some dog and cat magazines, got some more cat magazines, more cats, more cats. Oh, more cats. And then some Nat Geo. I have more. I don't know where they are, so I guess I'll have to find them. Let's just do a quick flip. Is that a Dalmatian? 101 Dalmatians. I don't know. A little Chihuahua and a big dog. The wolf. There's gonna be some. Oh, there's a mummy dog. That was crazy. It's from like Egypt or something. Oh, let me get down here a little bit. There. See, I see the chat came through, but the API has to pull the voice, and so that's why it can take a second for it to read it out. Also, the longer the stream goes, the more trouble it has, I found out. So I could refresh. It, so I didn't read those. So that's funny. Now that we're talking about it, I got to go back into figure this out mode.
Hey, Colleen Jacobs Y9 says, anybody remember LBJ caught flack for picking his dog up by its ears?
I don't.
Adiane Miller 8153 says, did we finish the collage?
No.
I was getting ready to take off.
No, I don't know if we'll finish it. Come back, we'll finish it next. I'll find some pieces. We'll look for keep hunting, and then we'll finish it on Saturday. We'll pull this out. I'll leave it. I won't mess with it. I'll just try to find some more elements. If you want to comment some more elements to find, what'd we say? Said cartoon dogs coming out the windows. Other things, we had some birds. Things. I'll find the right colors, and we'll mess around with it. I think we're pretty close. He's pretty fun. It's interesting. A couple more pieces. I'll find them. We're going to hunt through here and see if we find some more, but I will not finish it without you, Diane, because you gave some good ideas for this one. Wanted to make sure it's working here. Oh, now it's echoing through my little bottle. Make sure you can still see my face, or you can still see that dog. Okay, cool. And now I have the random voices selected. Everyone was working. Diane's was working. Colleen's was working. What I can do is hit a refresh. So I built in a bug fix. So when this freezes like it did on us last time, it froze and I wasn't able to get the chat. Then when I reloaded the chat, we went way back like 15 minutes or something. So that was a bad scenario. It was funny. I watched that part of the video back. It was pretty funny. We just sat there and listened to the past chat. Very interesting. I don't know. It's no stream I've ever seen before. It's just different. It's not necessarily saying it's better than other streams. I'm just saying that it's different. So what I could do is click Colleen's and it should read it again.
Colleen Jacobs 09 says, anybody remember LBJ caught flack for picking his dog up by its ears?
So that worked. Can hit Patty.
Petiak says, cartoon dogs in the windows.
That sounds like it sounds different when you read it like that. So that appears to be working. Another thing that is don't know if it's working or not. Let's see. Okay.
Oh, Patiak says, Colleen, I do remember now that you mentioned it.
Hey, Diana Miller 8153 says, okay, sounds good.
Good. Okay, so
Miller,
was not reading that.
8153 says, see you all later.
See you later, Diane. See, it wasn't reading that.
Paddock says, bye, Diane.
Adiane Miller 8153 says,
oh,
Colleen
didn't read
Jacobs
that. Good
09
test.
says, bye, Diane.
Here's Mary Brown. Mom's a hippie says, bye, Diane.
Patik says, hi Mary, how much does she cost? LOL.
And then there, see, it's having a thing, but it's not. The longer it goes, the harder it has to pull from an API. So what I can do, I'm going to do the bug reset. Bug reset. So now it should. Oh, it's going to miss that one, isn't it? Let's go to the end of the chat. I'm trying to test my bug reset. And it's not doing it. Resume to live bug fix. So it's not doing it. And now the chat is gone. Fetch chat from video. This might start playing old stuff. Let's see. No active chat found. What? Somebody comment just for fun. Oh no, it's already commenting. It's not seeing them. Okay. Okay. This is what this video is mainly supposed to be about. Let me see. Posted that. It should be going. Minimize. I may have ruined it with the bug fix. I put in a button to fix this, It's supposed to do a hard reset. Reset now reading from live. It's not. Skip to the end. I'm gonna refresh the whole page. This could really do something. Okay, click the audio. Fetch from the chat. No active chat. Start chatting. So, okay. Something's wrong again. We're at the 3-hour mark. So here, let me do this real quick. I'm gonna do this. See if it's YouTube. Okay. Now go ahead and chat. Say something if you're seeing this. I know it's late. There goes something else.
Patiettes.
Yeah.
Said if we must choose a voice, I will take handsome British guy so that I will always sound more intelligent than I am.
Okay, handsome British guy. I don't know what voice that actually is. Oh, he's the movie villain. Let me go and click. Now it's fetching it. It's fetching it.
That head would work.
Okay, see how it went back in
Diana
time?
Miller, 8153 says
We had
yes.
the brick too. Now I'm going to say skip to the end.
Patiak says, it isn't blurry to me, even with my blurry eye. I hope the pirate reads this.
See, we're way back. We're way back. But this should go to the end. Skip to the end, 0 and Q. Now we saw this.
And Mary Brown Mom's a Hippie says, LOL $1 zillion.
We saw that one.
Patiek sows. Mary, I'm glad you are a good sport.
A true point of creation says, what's up?
Yeah, I tested that. Patty.
And Patiak says, if we must choose a voice, I will take handsome British guy so that I will always sound more intelligent than I am.
Okay, but that's not the voice. This would be the voice.
CJ says, hey chat, this is the movie villain voice. How does it sound?
Is that the one, Patty? He's technically labeled the movie villain, even though he doesn't sound much like a movie villain. So if I go down here into Patty's, I can change the name to movie villain and turn it on. Now it'll only read your voice in the movie villain until I toggle that off, and it would then then it would. Okay, it says yes. Choice party out. You can choose it too. You could have the same voice, or you can choose one. So see, it's struggling because I can see your chat now, but it's not loading in my speech thing. But y'all did hear that happen, didn't you? I was able to get the British girl back, but she's been on and off for the past few days. So she's not reliable right now. And it appears that this isn't very reliable. Once we hit about the 3-hour mark, that happened. I'm gonna possibly take my coding skills, or lack thereof, and try to build one with a free API voice reader. So then I have a backup to these voices. Going all in on the clown and voices thing. I got some water. I need my own voice. Yeah, it's not reading though, or it's not loading.
Patiets.
Oh, there it
Said
goes.
but random is more funny. And I do miss the Brit.
Well, there's the Brit right there. That's funny. Right, as you said that. So we're gonna use the Brit. I want to keep the Brit for a lot of the time. And we were talking earlier, we didn't nail down a name or anything, but we can call her whatever we want to call her, I guess. Just for this, because maybe, you know, too much time, and so I can pull this out when we're clowning around, joking around. But like when we're warming up, saying hi to everyone and stuff, we'll be using the Brit. And I think she is a theme to the channel. I don't want to like discount how much I like it. The problem is sometimes she disappears and
Patiets.
there.
Said hello, Brittany.
Brittany. It's Brittany. It's not reading it and it's not loading in my thing. So why? Fetch. It's saying nothing found. Resume and the bug fix. The bug fix is not working. when I refresh the whole thing, refresh the whole app. This is a web-based app. Oh, sorry about that. It's a web-based app, and I know this sucks to just sit here and do this, but you know, it's the whole reason why I was doing today's live stream. So start chatting, fetch from chat. It's gonna go way back, I'd imagine, is what it did last time. So let's see what happens. It's thinking. This is a, you know, this is a costly feature too. It cost me to do this, but I feel like it's super interesting and fun for our chat, so it's worth it. And I don't think I'll burn up my credits because I only stream once a week as of now, so I think we have enough time to, we'll have enough credits to do it. Yeah, it's not loading it now. Come back over here to the chat, and well, we're not talking, so let me see. Now I'm in it. Just send that message and see what it says, or if it even loads it in this. It says it's not.
A true point of creation. Said, "What's good, my guy?"
And that, so that was even delayed for me. You probably heard it in my keys.
Said, "Did you start at 3 p your time?"
Yeah, like 2:50 or something. We're so random. It was such a random day. I just decided to, you know, test these features. Oh, I see what's going on with that. Oh, that could be it. Oh, there's a clear button I put in there too. So this clear might clear all the old chats. Yeah, I started at 2:50, and I was just, the idea was to test this stuff to get it all worked out. And I know, you know, I like to keep the streams interesting. We have a lot of fun. We make collages. We'll do picture this and all that stuff. Let me switch it to picture this for a second. And if I do this, hello again. Hello, it's me again. It's I, says me, the pirate man. This may read multiple voices. I redid this too. We have better categories.
Said, "OMG, I was rally late over an hour. I will watch replay."
Oh yeah, it's no worries. We weren't doing nothing but organize. And I was trying to organize stuff and just figure things out, and yeah, kind of more of this stuff. But for some reason, it's gone kaput. It's gone kaput on us, and it's not loading it. Stop polling. Skip. You know, it's like that kid who nothing's working, so you push a bunch of buttons, like click, click, click. I clicked it like 100 times. Now I don't know what to do. So let's see if it's still reading the API here.
CJ says, "Hey chat, this is the movie narrator voice. How does it sound?"
Said, "Really late."
Yeah, it's all right. That was real, you know, I started super late. So, and you know, we're going pretty far. So I think it worked pretty far. We hit the 3-hour mark. That's kind of what happened last time is, you know, we kind of run out of, it starts struggling. It's definitely, this happened to us last time. And even the fixes that I tried to put in don't appear to be working properly. So even with refreshing it, I'm going to close this whole tab. Open it again. This is a whole program. I designed this web-based program. I should probably sell it, but then everyone else would have a chat like mine. And I don't want that. I don't keep it to myself. It's gonna be mine and only mine. It's all, I'm keeping it. But it seems like I couldn't sell it if it has all these bugs. You know, I don't want to do no bug fixes. I think once it hits this point, it's struggling to pull from the API because it's like 3 hours of pulling from it. It's probably thinking something weird is going on.
At Colleen Jacobs
So,
Y9S.
that's why it's good to have this.
Said, starting to peter out.
Yeah, it's going out. Anyways, I'll put it there. I'll end the live stream with the Brit. We have the Brit, and she is there, and she's happy to be back,
At
sort of.
Said, "I think some cats have owl faces, and owls have cat faces, so I would surround."
Okay, that would be funny too. We have that. We have more cats, more owls. Anyway, we're going to wrap up the stream there. We did some testing. We figured some things out. We were here for 3 hours. That was pretty cool. I wasn't planning on collaging either. We made a cool collage with a cat. It needs to be finished up, but we'll mess with it next time. I'll think of some ideas and find some resources. I'll keep on organizing so things can get organized, and that would be nice. We got our Brit. She works. I like her. I think we should use her still. I don't think she should go away.
Patience, said the owl with cat heads. We have a theme.
Yeah, that would be cool. I have some owls too.
Said okay. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye, Patty. You can watch the replay or just come and hang out on Saturday. We're going to have some fun on Saturday. I'm going to make sure that we have lots of stuff to have lots of fun with on Saturday. So I'll figure that out. I'm getting all my stuff organized, and I'll find some funny pictures. We'll play some picture this, and we'll do lots of stuff. I have a video on Thursday, so you can check that video out. Thank y'all for helping me test out my stuff. You know, I'm learning it out, figuring it out. It's gonna work sometimes. I want backups in line. So we have our backup with our Brit, and she's pretty cool. I like her, want to keep her and use her for some of the time, and then we'll flip over to the voice thing, so it gives us a fun part where we know
Cassie
it's fun voice time.
_Angelan spot. Said bye. It was a fun way to spend the evening.
Nice. I'm glad that it worked out, and just trying to figure some things out. So it was helpful too. I was actually feel productive because I did get some organizing done. It's not, I have like 8 boxes to go through. I'll do it. I'll get them done. And then once it's done, it's done. I feel like I can't cut up any more magazines until I have my categories done, because then I know where everything's supposed to go and I can build it out from there. So it should be pretty good. So I will leave y'all at that. Goodbye, Colleen.
Jacobs,
Goodbye, Cassie,
Y9S.
Patty.
Said good night,
Diane,
everybody.
Everyone who was here, appreciate y'all being here, and I will catch you on Saturday night. And I have a video on Thursday if you want to check that out. I really appreciate it. Oh, I thought my mic was muted this whole time, but it wasn't. It's working. I'm not going to ramble off into the sunset this time. So y'all have a good night. I'll see you soon.
At Colleen Jacobs Y9S. Said I love playing with my voice.
Oh,
At
Stephanie.
Lucky. Said hey CJ.
Hey, we were just wrapping up the stream. Thanks for stopping by. I know it was very random. I guess you can go back and watch it. We're just testing stuff, so we'll be back on Saturday night in full effect. Looks like we're learning how everything's working. And this is our traditional voice, our Brit. I think you know that. But we were playing around with the other ones and testing out the protocol. Testing out how it works, the protocol.
At Lucky. Said I just saw the notice lol.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, you can go back and watch it if you want to, but it'll be funner on Saturday. We're just testing some stuff anyway.
At
so
Mary
don't
Brown
worry.
dash Mum's a hippie. Said sorry phone call. Bye all.
Bye, Mary. See you all on Saturday, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Will she read those? She might
At
read those.
Lucky. Said purple heart, purple heart.
All right. We'll see y'all on Saturday. There is a video on Thursday if you want to watch that. I'd appreciate at least a thumbs up on it if you don't have the time to watch it. That'd be helpful. All right. I'll see y'all then.